what we got going, then it's up to block for you. You see?
Just what they like the coffee shop employee number 2, like a background character in the movie.
Yeah.
You're not a part of the main cast. This is 1 Corinthians 2:14. It says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God."
You see, the natural man can't receive these things, man. When you look up the word light and when you look up the word darkness in the New Testament, one is light is talking about being able to understand divine things. Darkness is talking about not being able to understand those divine things. You see, once we see that you can't understand divine things, hey, we go talk to the camera.
We moving on.
We here for the sincere, man. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 2:14. "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, but they are foolishness unto him."
Right, that's what I'm saying. So when we get into these prophecies, people think that we the ones that's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. We reading about the prophecies. I was saying, you act like I just woke up one morning, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what? That's what this is. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and this is what, no. The scriptures is telling you, the Lord himself told us what to look for. Wars, rumors of wars, all these different things is gonna be going on, right? We in that time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
"Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned."
That's what I'm saying. The Lord don't want you. It's okay that the Lord don't want you.
Right. You just weren't chosen.
You don't want the Lord.
Right.
This notion that the Lord is bound to love you just cause, like, no, bro, that ain't wrote nowhere. I would say you just get to completely screw over the Lord. You completely get to screw over his son. But they got to save you anyway? Shit, we'll see.
No, hell no.
We'll see. You about to be extra crispy with that attitude.
Trash.
Go ahead.
It's funny. This thing is for the elect at the end of the day.
Right.
Right. It's Romans 11:7. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it."
See, the election have obtained it. That's what I said. The Lord put the same Bible for everybody to be able to read it, but he didn't give everybody the code to unlock it, man. You see, the scriptures talk about the Heavenly Father sharing his secrets with his servants, the prophets, man. Period, point blank. If you can go into this, I would say, if you can go into the scripture and break these prophecies down the right way, directly and correctly, then you good to go. But if you guessing and changing it up every time somebody asks you and all this old goofy madness, that's what I'm saying. We already know to separate from you. Period, point blank. Here it is. The Lord put the Spirit on the apostles, bishops, and elders to show you. They show you. They go to the scripture. They go to the word. They go to the blue letter. They show you all these things. And then tell you, look, don't believe me? Go check it out for yourself. Who else is doing that? You got groups out there that don't even allow comments on the comment board unless they kissing ass.
Or watch another movie.
You see? And then you got all like Adam and not the stock bar always going to. You got these niggas with this blended doctrine. You see? You listen to 5 different camps. You like what you like from this one. You like what you like for that one. And then when you get confused, you come to the Great Millstone comment boards. Why you think that is, man? It's only one group. Look, we ain't got. What do we benefit from lying to y'all? We don't get no benefit. That's what I'm saying. The Lord said, if you don't go out there and tell the truth, I'm gonna kill you too.
Right.
So, come on now. Let's go, champ.
This is Ezekiel 33, beginning at verse 31. It says, "And they came unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness."
That's Jake. That's Jake. You know what I'm saying? They don't. When they hear the word, they get offended. They want to tell you, keep the laws, keep the statutes, keep the commandments. But then when you go into the laws, statutes, and commandments, it's a problem. Now I'm the devil. No, come on, man.
Right. Well, when that charagma comes, you're going to have to keep the law there because there was a commandment issued forth from the Most High through Yahweh Shai to John, the Revelator, to write, to tell you, to warn, like there's going to be a warning against this mark. So when it comes, when the hour of temptation comes, you're going to have a lot of Israelites that have on fringes, but they're not locked into the spirit.
Right.
So they're going to find themselves in a conundrum because they're going to rely on the law to be their righteousness, and they're going to be presented with a situation where John told you not to do it.
Right. Plain.
He told you not to take that, and you have not hearkened to any of the counsel. Your leaders has left a gray area to basically, it's not really a sin to take it. Right. So here it is. Now you're faced with this. What are you gonna do? Say, I got my fringes on. Well, what does your fringes tell you to do in that situation as an Israelite? What are you gonna do?
It's just like in Ezekiel 37 where they talk about they got the sinews and the flesh and all this, but it ain't no breath in them.
Right.
You see, that's what I'm saying. So they rather have, well, the Lord set it up to where he was gonna give the sincere that breath, that understanding, and then he was gonna give everybody else fringes.
Right, and he gives them, and that's the blessing of predestination, which that's the only chance we got of being of the elect, is if our souls were chosen before the Lord created the earth. That's your only hope as an Israelite right now to make it up out of here, is predestination. That puts it in the hands of the Lord, who he's going to wake up, who he's going to put the spirit on, who he's going to deliver. So the elect have the blessing of being predestined to win. and we're putting down for the elect. Speaking victory over this devil system, man. And we see it coming to pass right before our very eyes, man. And Jake's still playing games.
Day by day, we see more and more. The Lord literally show us something every single day.
Every day. Every day it's becoming clear that with the prophets, starting with, our apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone, been saying straight up, who really been prophesying, and our affiliates and brothers who teach our true affiliates, and brothers who teach the likewise doctrine and who are sincere. Okay, what those men have been saying is coming to pass. What those men have been saying, us men through the Spirit have been saying, you're seeing it right before your very eyes. Could we get 2nd Esdras 9?
So 2nd Esdras 9. Where we want to start at here?
Start at 1 and then we'll read down.
Okay,
we'll jump around.
2nd Esdras 9 and 1, it reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
See, the prophets have been measuring the time diligently. How do you measure the time diligently? You measure up what you see happening in the planet Earth with what the prophets of Yahweh Bashar Shah said will be happening. Right. See, that way you're able to dictate the where we are in prophecy. You look at Daniel 7, you say, well, according to this chart, there comes a point where the Lord sends his son back. Where are we according to that chart? Of the 4 beasts and the revival of the 4th? Where are we? Well, pursuant to the Spirit, pursuant to what we see, we got to be at the revival of the 4th beast, which that's where the Lord sets a judgment. You got something?
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 2 and 13, it says, which things also we speak not in the words which men's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. And that's what the brother was saying, the measuring stick, he compares to spiritual things. Like you see news coming out about them bringing out this MOTB, and then you see the infrastructure and the laws gearing up to where they're going to make it mandatory. Right. Now you compare that with the most spiritual thing in the world, the scriptures, and that's when you get the full understanding of where you're at.
Right.
You got groups though that'll act like John didn't write about it.
Right.
Nowhere that's mentioned in the scripture.
Right. So John the Revelator saw America. He saw all of this, and the only thing he got out of the image of the beast, white Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Then the mark, sin. Well, sin been around since Adam and Eve went on. The MOTB is something specifically tied to end time prophecy, in particular the end of the 4th beast. At the end of the revival of Rome, they will issue forth this mark. So if you're paying attention to the atmosphere here on the earth, this devil is boasting and setting up a digital hub on the planet Earth. He's planning on artificial intelligence governing the new world. And man, in order to live in that new world, eventually you're gonna have to build with machine. Well, when John the Revelator wrote Revelation the 13th chapter, you don't think he saw none of this? Well, if you're thinking that, then you're not in the Spirit. You got something?
Oh yeah, quick precept. 2nd Esdras 14 and 11, it says, for the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10 parts of it are gone already, and half of a tenth. this was all the way during the time when Ezra was prophesying. Look how much has happened since then. As the elder was talking about, where are we at in that statute? Well, when this was written, it says, for the world was divided into 12 parts and 10 and a half are gone already. We've had World War I, World War II, we're in the midst of World War III, the transatlantic slave trade. All these pivotal points in history have happened since then. So how much closer are we to the truth, or to our salvation? I should say.
Right, because the earth is like roughly what 14,000 years old.
Right.
You know, since the creation of man, you know, ultimately to where dominions have been set up. You know, there's a lot, you know, according to prophecy, that had to happen before the very end, where the Lord sets His judgment. You know, to establish a righteous government on the planet Earth. Because if you look at the earth, it's a very resourceful vessel. It's a beautiful, you know, thing, but your experience on it has been tied to hell. You haven't been able to enjoy it. So what the Lord intends to do through Yahweh Shai is to set up an environment where the sons of God can have dominion and rule on the planet Earth, man. In new bodies. That's what we're fighting for out here. We're not fighting because heaven has always been tied to some niggas floating around in the sky. You know, now that the Israelites are here, now people are heaven's gonna be on earth. That's because y'all, heaven, when you were growing up in Christianity, when you thought of heaven, you thought, all right, you know, walking in the pearly gates, you know what I'm saying? And then and ultimately after that, that's it, you know? You float around.
Yeah, you was giving the bad rap of heaven.
Yeah, well, heaven was meant to be set up here on earth. And Jake can't imagine anything outside of captivity, so our message is foreign unto them. But we're going to have dominion and rule here. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just like the brother brought out, that the natural man can't understand these things, man. You got it.
Yeah, it's John 10 and 10, it says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. So that's what the brother was saying. Like, we don't even get to see the 10th of the animals that Esau gets to see. Niggas know dogs, lions, whatever's in the zoo, and that's it.
Discovery Channel.
Yeah. You don't even get to see it. The fruits that you don't get to try.
Right.
They have Esau got these trips where you'll go on an entire trip to a private tropical island, and they'll have fruits from all types of places, and they'll just eat fruit for 5 days.
Right.
That nobody gets to touch.
Right. And when the earth is in its proper order, everything continues to create itself after its kind. So there's kinds of plums, there's kinds of dogs, it's all in different breeds, but it's all from that particular seed. See what I'm saying? It starts with the seed. See what I'm saying? But there's so much diversity that can come from that one seed. You know? And the devil has not ran this earth.
What's going on?
Shalom. It's clear as day. These devils ain't got it. Okay, even with what you see your boy Trump doing, you know, ultimately at the end of the day, even he's gonna lose. But it's beautiful that the Lord put the Edomite in a position of pride right before his fall. It wouldn't have been cool with Kamala in there. It's better with him, you know? Yeah. I would rather see E go down in that spirit.
They would have expected to go down with Kamala.
Come on.
Hey, remember, what movie was that where they had Morgan Freeman? He was the president, and then the end of the world came? Deep Impact. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time they got Jake there, you already know it ain't going to turn out good.
Right.
You know?
Man.
That's why Lotto said, you know, but the black guy doesn't die in this movie.
Yeah.
You know?
God.
Every time you see Jake in a movie, you know that if Jake make it to the end, that means he probably produced the movie himself.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Jake be dead like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Like that movie Monsters of Man.
Yeah.
You know, like the Jake chick, she got, you know, taken out.
Did Harpo die? That's the only nigga that lived, right? Never died. Go ahead.
Just
Oh,
man.
man.
This is Isaiah 24, beginning at
Hold
verse
it
4.
now, man.
It said,
Yeah, I got one in the cut. I got one in the cut.
When you look at the earth, you know, basically all of the hell that we're
got one in
catching,
the cut.
the bottom line is that the earth is being mismanaged. All of the problems that you have, your body being broken down, sick, all of it comes into the, ultimately, we weren't meant to suffer on earth. You're not supposed to have allergies. Man was made to be built up by the earth, be forwarded by the
I'll
earth.
just go back and rough it out.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can.
you know, the Lord got you out here, you know.
Hey, when you look at at the geography of how much oxygen is in the air, we only breathe in like 12% oxygen, according to their tests. And then even in your home, because you got gas stove, you got gas furnace, you got gas water heater.
Oh yeah,
That's constant burning fuel in your home. You breathing it in. So we're being bombarded by lack of oxygen.
Wearing out the saints.
Yeah.
And that's why they banned that treatment associated with oxygen therapy.
Yeah.
It's illegal because he's the devil.
Up there.
Because the more oxygen is the more life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're at a disadvantage of these devil rule because the earth is mourning. That's one thing you haven't learned as an Israelite. As a judgment, the Lord showed us the earth being ran on the left-hand side. We had to feel it. That was a part of our judgment. We had to taste it. How could we be able to rule it in the kingdom to come if we didn't see it in its absolute worst? Appreciate it. So the Lord made it to where we're going to appreciate it when we get in the kingdom because I want to enjoy the earth.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be fruitful and multiply. I want to see what that feel like.
Hey, like you, I remember you doing videos on this. I don't know how many times, but I remember you said that the reason why we get so angry in the condition of the earth because we helped create it.
We helped create it. Right.
You know?
John, the first chapter.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you remember, Apostle, this is like 25 years ago. We did videos on this. We went all into this.
The first fruits.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you had scoffers back then that was coming against us. It was like 25 years ago.
Yep.
Okay? And we were doing videos on this. St. John, the first chapter.
Yeah.
Y'all know the scriptures, right?
Yeah.
Well, do y'all know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope y'all do.
Yeah. Because if you don't understand that aspect of the scriptures, you got to understand from the beginning, the Most High introduced His Son. He introduced His order, His government.
Somebody get
you know what I'm
Hebrews
saying?
12, Father of Spirits.
In the beginning, the Elohim, it was all about that body, the authority that the Most High set up to create this earth and to actually rule and have dominion on earth and run it in its perfection.
Well, Elder Yeshua, Baba Kushah.
Okay.
Please, Baba Kushah.
Yeah.
Go into that.
Yeah.
Get all the precepts.
Yeah.
Because we got to explain to brothers.
Right. Well, let's get Genesis, the first chapter.
Remember the scripture, the angels that kept not their first
First
estate.
estate, right.
Well, you got it. You go into it.
Yeah. Because when you somebody real quick too, let's get Ephesians, the first chapter, chosen from the foundation of the earth. Because you have to ingest what that means. A lot of people, you just read the scriptures like the scripture.
Yeah.
Listen to what this means. Listen to what this is saying. As you get to the aspect of predestination, the elect, the first fruits, right? Go ahead.
Ephesians
1 and 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ephesians 1 and 4, it says, according as He had chosen.
Start at
First verse.
Ephesians 1 and 3. It says, blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Yahushua HaMashiach.
Right. The elect have the blessing of being chosen in heavenly places. That's their original birth. You see, the Lord chose the elect from the very beginning. There's particular spirits, and those spirits are here in the earth.
Hey, that's what the Lord said to the 70. Don't rejoice that the spirits, the demons are subject to you, but rejoice that your names are written in heaven.
Right. That's where the real victory is.
That's it.
And that's something you can't give yourself.
Nope.
That comes only by the Lord having favor on you and choosing you.
That's it.
You know, like if we walk up to the club and it's $500 to get in, and you got a rich homie. There's only certain people. He gonna be like you. I got you. If you're not a part of that, you just didn't get in that night.
Oh yeah.
Because you wasn't paying no goddamn $500.
Nah, hell no. Trash.
And that's Yahushua. He covers the bill for the elect, man.
Oh, how did He cover the bill?
Through His blood. Through His blood.
With a price.
Once that blood was shed, it was finished. Once that was fulfilled, which we believe through faith that it happened, right? Death, burial, resurrection. But once that blood was shed, that meant that the sins of those who were predestined was covered. That had to happen in order for that seed to eventually be justified back to the Heavenly Father, to go back to that first estate.
Didn't I say in the scriptures, Ye shall surely bear the cross?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why we catching hell.
Yep.
So that's why, brothers, we going through infirmities, whatever it might be. That's the cross of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you like,
He said you can't be my disciple unless you bear your cross.
yeah,
It's like Sirach 2. It tells you if you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation.
Right.
But then when you read further down, it tell you better not get weak either.
Right. Now
You
watch
know?
this real quick. This is Revelation 13 and 8. It says, and all that dwell on the earth shall worship him, worship Esau, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So the Lord had already had that predestined. It was already written from the foundation of the world that this was going to have to happen.
Yeah.
See? So he, when he was born, he had to fulfill that.
Yeah. And he knew that.
And he knew that.
Hey,
And
remember-
we believe that it happened. Go ahead.
Proverbs 8th chapter.
Yeah.
He said, I was daily his delight.
Yeah.
So Yahushua already knew.
Yeah.
And that's why he prayed, because when he was in the spirit world,
Right.
you anything the Most High said, you with it.
Right.
When he came here, when the hour came, the flesh
The flesh
got the best of him.
Yeah.
But he still didn't falter.
even Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. He still, I'm sorry, Apostle.
No, Yahweh Shai himself.
Yeah.
He was in the Garden of Gethsemane, man.
Yeah.
That's the Messiah.
The second
he-
spirit.
But
He
he
had
was.
a moment.
He had a moment, man. Like, Lord, if it could be that you could take this off me,
Yeah.
bro. This like Apostle Gabar said for years, the flesh is a demon, man. It's a demon.
Yep.
You understand? Even us, man. Like, okay, some of us are rough work, but like we do have a fear of death.
We need the Lord.
Come on.
We need mercy.
It's this flesh.
man. Yeah, come
That's the
on.
importance of predestination.
Yeah. Because no matter what you go through, if you're a part of the elect,
Good.
it doesn't matter how much fear you have inside, doesn't matter how weak you feel you are, you're going to do something to make it through.
Even if you pass away.
Yeah.
Even if you go back to the spirit,
Yeah.
you go raised first.
Oh, yeah.
The scriptures say, blessed is he whom the Lord imputeth not sin.
There you go. And in whose spirit is no guile.
Yeah.
Well, Elder Yeshua, like y'all see me, man, and brothers, and I don't give a fuck. I see it here on camera, man. Like our elders that taught us that you brothers are learning from us, and I say this for a reason. Like what you brothers, all you brothers in Great Millstone, and I know when I'm saying this to the camera, I'm not even I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to the camera because I know we got brothers on the camera, right? Let's say if all of us pass away. When I say us, the apostles, myself, the apostle Tahagaba, let's say we just, what if the Lord deemed that? What y'all gonna do?
Keep working.
This whole thing gonna fall apart?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
We're going to leave. We're going to do what we got to do.
Right. Right? You understand? And you brothers on the camera, so that's what we had to do. Like, brother, the great men that we learned from back in the temple, up in New York City, and most of them are back in the spirit world.
Yeah, some of them, passed away,
Some of them, but like, we had to keep going. What does it say in the scriptures? But he that endureth unto the end,
the same
shall be saved.
Yeah.
You understand? So what you said?
Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Yep.
You go.
Hey, could we get that Ephesians?
Let's get it.
Back in Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world.
Now internalize that.
Yeah.
Read it again.
Ephesians 1 and 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
So wait a minute. So there's a group, all right, headed by the men of the Lord, right? That has been. There's particular souls that were chosen to win.
Right, before the
They would be the
foundation.
prophets. Yeah, before the foundation. And what did the Lord tell Jeremiah? Before I formed thee, go ahead.
In the belly.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Right.
And ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Get that Colossians first one.
Yeah, you got it. So it's no way to lose, basically.
Yeah, it's no way to lose.
That's it.
That Colossians 1. So before the elect were chosen before the foundation of the earth. So when you deal with the first fruits, when you deal with the Alahayim, when you deal with what Yahweh Shai represent, what he's at the forefront of, okay, the presence of Yahweh Shai, which is the Most High, he's going to set authority on earth through his Son.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's the foundation.
That's the foundation.
Yeah. Hey, it says the lot is Yahushai, then the elect.
Right.
You know?
Right. Because a lot of people are of the opinion, a lot of Israelites, they think it's just the Most High and they can just get, no, you need a mediator.
Yeah.
Okay? Israel always had a mediator. Even at the time of the priesthood, what were the high priests?
Yeah.
They were mediators.
Mediator, yeah.
You couldn't just go straight to walk in the temple, I'm going to go to the Holy of Holies.
She got smoked.
No.
Even the high priestess couldn't walk up in there.
Right.
He had to wear bells, you know, to make sure that I hear you when you're coming, or I'll take you out.
Remember the dude that, like, when the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uzzah.
He was an Ephraimite, right?
Judah.
He was a Judite,
Yeah,
but he
Uzzah.
wasn't a Levite.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
In other words, I forget. I got to go back and read the account.
No, the Levites were moving, and then it shifted, and it looked like the ark was gonna fall,
Yeah.
and all he did was just held it up just so it don't fall.
He dropped dead.
Bam, the Lord.
Most High wasn't playing.
Nah.
David was depressed for a minute. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like,
he didn't want it around
He didn't
him.
want it.
Yeah.
Shit.
He didn't want the ark around him. Yeah.
See?
Saw the blessings.
So the Lord
Yep.
is serious, man.
Yeah.
So you got all these guys playing around, man. This is why I be doing videos. Like, Lord willing, man, like, through the grace of the Lord, maybe a lot of brothers and not just be talking shit. I'm the shit talking prophet. I'm not just talking shit, bro. I might have a different style.
Yeah, but that's all right.
And I come rough, but I'm about business, man.
Right.
That's it.
I'm about business, man. When the Spirit of the Lord is working, it's working. On brothers, man. You know what I mean? Like when I be saying things, the Lord ain't playing, man. Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai is coming to mop up.
Oh yeah.
We in that time. See all this ignorance, that right there, all this
That's
insolence,
Satan. That's Satan.
all this insolence
Yeah.
is silenced,
Right.
and y'all can see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? Through the prophecies.
Right.
Yeah.
I might come a little rougher in my delivery, but I don't give a fuck. It's through the grace of Yahweh B'Shem, bro.
Well, you rather that than the Lord Himself come and deal with you.
Yeah, because we're seeing the visions of the prophets.
Yeah.
We're seeing the
Playing out.
judgments. We're seeing the left hand come. We're seeing coming down with great wrath.
Oh, yeah.
Satan is coming. The children of Satan, the Edomites, are coming down with great wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Revelation. Somebody get Revelation 12.
Yep, 12 and 12. If possible, if I may say this, because now check it out. The situation with the immigrants, right?
Right.
It's supposed to be against this so-called South Americans, Mexican, Latin tribe. Why they going at Gad? Because at the end of the day, they trying to round all the Israelites up.
Right, because you got migrants from Ukraine over here, you got
China.
migrants from Africa, China, India,
Yeah,
that are all over here, but the focus of a migrant is centered around
Israel.
the Northern Kingdom and Levi.
Yeah.
But we've been saying that for the longest time.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Them niggas need to be fucking deported.
A lot of
If y'all really want me to be honest, with
Yeah.
y'all, I'm with it.
Huh.
I'm with Trump. Get them motherfuckers out of here. Fuck them.
a lot of them coming over here to be judged.
To be judged.
Yep.
Right? But anyways, what I'm saying, we've been, oh my, wow. For us, man, myself, the apostles, we've been talking about this shit for 30 years. Over 30.
Bishops.
It's the bishops.
Yeah.
It's coming to fruition. So we're actually seeing the Lord really.
He's working.
We thought this was going to happen in 2000.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Man, y'all didn't even know, man. We was hoping the Lord was going to do something, but then, of course, where would you brothers be?
Right.
Right.
It would have been destroyed.
Where would y'all be?
Hey, the Lord said, when this word be preached to the four corners, then shall the end
Then
come.
shall the end come.
But you know what, man? To water Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yes.
We were hurt, but that's what we just had to deal with it, brother.
Yeah.
Remember that night at the school,
Oh, yeah.
2000?
Yep.
When we was at that, explain to them,
A
man.
couple of, about a week before that. Spirit sent, Pastor sent Malak to the school.
Gun, the elder Malak.
And he's the one that told us that, the end ain't coming in year 2000.
We didn't want to hear that shit,
He
bro.
said it. Oh,
Yeah.
Apostle said that.
Well, he sent the brother Malak down to
To tell y'all.
Yeah.
So how did he say? What did he say?
I forgot. He said, "Yeah, brother, you
Look,
know."
brothers, I talked to the apostle, but that was like to her.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna come in. We was
He said,
Apostle
"Yeah,
knew it wasn't coming.
yeah," because there was too much still that had to be done. I mean, it was a hopeful, you know, we wanted the end to come, but really, when you look at it scripturally, the Lord's not a man that he should lie.
Right.
You know, the MOTB, a matter of fact, the whole system of the internet really wasn't fully.
There was no internet,
You know?
man. There was no internet.
Getting
It was just getting started.
needed to be
Yeah.
for the word to spread.
Exactly.
We had a website.
Yeah. So it was like it was just start at the beginning stages.
Yeah, we had the website.
Yep.
We had the website and shit. And that website on 9/11, that shit crashed,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yep.
That shit crashed.
There was so many people on there
Oh, people were looking
asking
for you
questions.
at that
Yeah.
point.
At that point. Yep.
Like
Yeah.
what's going on at the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like 1,000
calls.
hits
It's gonna
that
happen
day.
again.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen in these
Yep.
times. Before the Edomite gets us off the street, which is going technically the Lord,
Yeah.
the famine of the word. Before that, there's gonna be a lot of people coming to these camps with gifts, and I've been listening to dudes from other camps that kind of watching and is scared to say something. Window shop, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them gonna be coming to the camp or coming because ultimately they're gonna see that their leadership was a goddamn bunch of bozos, man.
And the
Yeah.
Lord gonna turn that hell up.
Yeah.
Hey, that hell, hey, the fire, hey, what if fire if it be not already sent?
Right.
Hey, that fire is already sent to earth. It's not by nukes, but that spiritual heat is gonna start turning
It's turning
up, man.
The fan.
They gonna start
fanners.
feeling it,
Yeah,
man.
can we get that great wrath?
The fanners.
Yep.
The fanners.
Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them."
Right, the elect. All right, and ultimately, the angels in the heavens. All right, the Lord allows them to. They have guide over the souls of the elect, particular angels. Okay, and ultimately we have the new song and we're singing it. Okay, and the elect are rejoicing in these times, man.
Yeah.
Because we see everything that was foretold come to pass. That's a form of spiritual power. To be able to see it and actually take joy in it, that's a form of spiritual power that we receive through the comfort of the Holy Spirit. So at the very end, the enemy will be operating in a very, very diabolical manner. And we're seeing it every day since January started, even Christmas Eve. From Christmas Eve till now, every week is something. Every day.
It just hit the mall today in Philly.
A plane just hit the mall.
Damn.
A
Trash.
plane?
Just hit the mall, yeah.
And then y'all saw it, boy. I did videos on it.
Yeah.
The Black
DC.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Black Hawk down.
Yeah.
He,
Good. That was probably
yeah,
like
American Airlines, that's why I don't like to fly.
right.
But that shit was all set up,
Right. There was
bro.
probably a bomb on there.
There's
probably
no
some-
way in the Elder, your call said there was somebody on that American Airlines flight they wanted dead.
They wanted them out of there.
And that could have been a drone, but they ain't mentioning nothing, brother. I stay on top of everything. Like, what about them soldiers in the Black Hawk?
Right.
They're not mentioning them.
What's
Well,
their
they're
names?
saying now that what just came out before that crash was that they could pilot Black Hawk helicopters.
Yeah.
Remote.
Yeah.
So they sent that Black Hawk to smash
Smash
that.
that thing.
You called it. Elder, you called over there. He's over there probably at the other camp.
Yep.
There's some people on that plane that they wanted dead.
Right. And
Black
then the
Hawks got all
agenda.
kind of sensors on.
Yep. And if you look at the agenda Trump is trying to administer through that, it's AI, setting up AI systems to govern and operate the airplane and navigate. That's what he's talking about. All right. Basically, these incompetent, low-hanging fruit got these jobs. That's what he's basically saying. Because he immediately tied the person on the plane to a nigga. He didn't vet it out. He just this is one of those DEI low-hanging fruit niggas.
The
Man,
pilot?
Huh?
The pilot on the plane.
Well, that's what Trump. He just threw that out there because basically they're basically on some shit like low-hanging fruit in position
Bottom
through
feeders.
the left hand.
Woo!
Because what did the Biden administration do? They included freaks, weirdos, disabled people in positions that they shouldn't be in.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Trump is saying basically this is ruining our. We need the highest functioning.
But he's
human
right.
being. Right, but he's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Big
Right.
Shirley,
Right.
Keisha, Pookie, Ray Ray. Look. So
Right,
I
they
did
shouldn't
a,
be at the forefront of any business.
I did a video. Listen, driving school buses.
Yeah.
But you know what? I actually agree with this devil's policy.
Yeah, that's a you know.
I really do. I agree
Right.
with his shit.
Right, but see, the aim he's coming with
So-
is Jake.
But
You
we
see?
included in that.
Yeah, see, Jake has been included in that woke shit.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
Us too.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though we have nothing to do with that woke,
Right.
liberal shit.
Right.
I did videos on this. This is all I've been talking about. Them executive orders that he been signing,
Yeah.
there were 200, but I know there's more than that.
Yeah.
But brother, we known this. The apostle said, we've been saying this back in the night. They're gonna make us into terrorists.
Yes.
Yeah.
You dig? And they're gonna roll on everybody.
Yep, that's the notion.
That's why this motherfucker is Nero.
That's him.
Oh yeah.
He gonna burn Rome and say the Jews to depart from Rome.
Yep.
He may be Andrew Jackson too.
Oh, I believe that's him.
Yeah.
I believe that's him,
He
brother.
had something to do with coming against
Trail of Tears.
cutting taxes. He did something with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, he got rid of the central bank,
Yeah, there you go.
the second central bank.
Yeah.
He
was
said,
saying
"You are
he
you are a
put
den
tariffs-
of vipers, and by God, I will rout you out."
Yeah.
He was about, but really he working with the banks.
Oh yeah.
Because if he wasn't have got the election.
Yep.
He wouldn't have got that. They won him in that.
So that might, because he hated the Northern King. It was called the Indian Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bastard that
This
put,
could be Trump. That could be the same spirit.
brother, that's the same dude.
Yeah.
I believe in the spirit. And the Trail of Tears, I had relatives, well, it's hell to know. I had relatives on the trip, like, well, I say relatives, ancestors.
Right.
Well, relatives, my people. Tayoshpe, Wayate. My relatives are on the Trail of Tears. Like, they, so Northern Kingdom and you know, this he got it. But I'm gonna say this, what the poor, unfortunate Southern Kingdom don't realize. Did y'all catch that? We did the video at the camp house the other night. He did another, Trump, he did a speech. He said these niggas like Pookie, Ray, Keisha, he gonna get them too.
Oh yeah.
He said, you niggas, you all these convicted felons and you
Yeah,
criminal
all of
niggas, I'ma deport y'all too.
Yeah, basically, he's setting up a system to where he can deport him, setting up a system where he making a deal where it's gonna be camps set up to cart people off.
Yeah.
Right, based upon and treason is coming. They're gonna say those who are committing treason and speaking against their enterprise. Period.
Same thing as the Roman Empire. Like the Apostle John was on the island of Patmos for sedition.
Right.
You know.
Con.
You know, so it's the same deal.
Same
Con.
deal. Yep. Antipas. He was martyred.
Yep. He was martyred. Yep.
Yeah, Cotton Swab used to say that too. He said we need to persecute people to speak against the different TV system.
We need to be in a society. That's why they want to catch up with China. People hear that, oh yeah, we got to catch up with China. Well, have you ever looked at the environment of China, you dummy? you are surveilled.
Oh yeah.
And you ain't speaking, ain't no GMS China.
Right.
You ain't in China talking about fuck the government, then the New World Order, you would get disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Niggas can't see past orange chicken.
Well, remember that black woman that
trash.
went over to Dubai
Yeah.
and started acting up? See, they don't understand this is an American. All this freedom, freedom to be a demon that was set up.
Oh, yeah.
Now Esau's starting to close it up.
Yeah, he's getting ready to shut it down, and basically
Closing up shop.
he's coming as an emperor. He's setting
Yeah.
up a republic. A republic establishes order. A democracy it plays on the emotions of the people. It's by the rule of what the people want. So laws are passed on the interest of the majority of the people, and they made you to think that the LGBT was the majority.
Right.
And that we need to make agendas based upon
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Weirdo.
saying?
And it really,
It's a snare.
Yeah.
They are a real small percentage of the population.
Yeah.
It's
But the
not
thing
like-
is, once they pass certain legislation, it's going to affect everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what Esau does with a broad stroke. Like that whole civil rights movement, they use Jake in the forefront, get their ass kicked, but now everybody else benefits from it.
Everybody
yeah, well,
You know?
Martin Lucifer King was Apostle Gabal said this years ago. You can thank Martin Lucifer King for that. So fuck him.
Well, he told you before
yeah.
he died, I've led my people to a burning house.
Yeah.
And see, this is where Jake is headed to now, being tied up in Black Lives Matter, being tied up in all of these woke agendas.
Yeah.
Because they've included your race to the alphabet agenda is now tied to black
The
people.
alphabet.
Yeah.
It goes
Yeah.
to the
Hand in hand.
ubiquitous people,
Oh,
the
yeah.
ubiquitous community.
No,
They
but
all-
these niggas embrace it. And you could think Big Shirley, you could think Keisha, you could think, yeah. But you know, but it all goes, like Apostle Gabar said, it goes back to Esau. It all goes back to Esau.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He's the problem. And Esau is going back to that. He's tired of playing games with you niggas. He's tired of hiding.
Somebody get Isaiah
that
24.
He's better than you. He's tired
Started
of
around 4.
saying the woke shit, pity pat with Jake, having to sit there and watch you march and cry about George. He's tired of it.
They're tired. These
He's
white
tired.
people are
These
tired.
Edomites, they're worn out. They're broke.
Yeah.
They're stressed out
These
because
niggas
America's
getting food
falling.
stamps,
Right.
and they getting Section 8. These black women,
Right.
just acting crazy,
Right.
right?
They're tired of that.
The cops, they get rolled up by the cops, and they act. I watch the videos on YouTube every day. I do videos on it, right? So it's like the Frankenstein monster. You brothers are familiar with Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Dr. Frankenstein was sick in the head.
Yeah.
He actually went into the graveyards and actually pulled up
Dead bodies.
and sewed different body parts together and used the electricity to reanimate a corpse. And in every Frankenstein movie that you watch, I've been watching these movies since I was a little kid. In every Frankenstein movie, the monster, the Frankenstein monster, always turns on Dr. Frankenstein. So that's where we at right now.
where we at, yeah.
So you see these niggas, right? They're nothing but Frankenstein monsters. That's all they are. They get pulled over by the cops. Especially Big Shirley.
Right.
These overweight, fat black women, and then they're the ones create these little pookies and ray-rays with the dreadlocks,
Yep.
going crazy, shooting each other, killing, right?
And Trump is
And
basically sitting sloppy.
No. Trump,
Yeah.
what these niggas don't get,
Yeah.
they talking about the immigrants, right?
Yeah.
They don't know that they are part of them
They are
executive
part
orders.
of that. Yeah. Basically, Esau is saying, what's draining our economy? So that's why he froze. A lot of people was bugging out. Oh, the food stamps is done away with. No, he froze all everything going out to say, where is this money going?
Right.
So, and they found out, damn, we're sending $50 million to Afghanistan for condoms, for population control. He's the devil, man.
He's the
They
devil.
promote condoms. Well, why are you in the Middle East, or so-called Middle East, or in the East, promoting? Why do you got to put 50? That could go into our pockets.
Yeah.
On some level, the very citizens, the working class, could benefit from this money. So Trump said, you know what? Stop
50
all of
million?
this shit going out. Let's see where it's going, and we're cutting these particular things, and eventually. Who do they always point the finger at when it comes to who's draining the system? It's the people under the tribes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Although he's sending trillions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel.
Yep.
That's not welfare?
Yep.
Because when it comes to your mind, who's a welfare baby,
Yeah.
it's always Jake.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot more Edomites on welfare than Jake when you really go
Facts.
into it. But the true welfare baby is those small hats.
Oh yeah.
That's who you send billions in aid to these people. Sometime in months they'll send billions. All this money just pops up out of nowhere when it comes time to help them destroy, plunder, and rape, rob, and murder, man.
Yeah, this devil. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start getting on the white man's ass.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah, he ain't
you, know,
right.
you fucking man. That's why the Apostle Gabar said everything goes back to this cracker.
And it's really these people.
Yeah.
See, really.
Yeah, Apostle Gabar, I'm imitating you, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever
Con.
regular
If he's
so-called
watching.
white people?
Con.
We're not really talking
can do
about the
that.
regular so-called white people.
Con.
It's
camera
these
is this?
people. It's these people, man. This is who ultimately what happened.
No power.
Whose camera is this? Okay, come. So something's going on
I
here.
might need a battery too. I got the battery that I need for. But this is who we talking to right here.
I keep an eye on these
These are the
cameras,
people
man.
who
Where
have
you at,
dominion and
Yeshua,
control.
I don't have
All right, in the earth, the ones who can control the quality of the air, who can control the quality of the water. Okay, and they have used the earth. They have hoarded all of the earth resources to themselves, and they've absolutely destroyed you. Okay, it's these people, and now they want to take it even further by saying you got to have a chip in you in order to function on the earth. That's what these people are planning for you people.
I got something for you.
Yep.
This is Ecclesiasticus 10:2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And you can read that one too after finish this. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
Right, you're unwise, you poison. Damn, you need the people to work for you. You're gonna poison them? Wouldn't you want the people who work for you and who to be healthy? He destroys his own slaves.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you got them in captivity. Now you feed them fake food and toxins. So an unwise judge, even when he's teaching people in everyday school system, it works against him.
Yeah.
He teaches pseudoscience.
It's devil.
So from a child up, you're at a disadvantage as a human being. Period. Being born in a system of white supremacy.
Yep. Yeah. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right.
And that's why it says, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Right.
So it's just like, if you being honest with yourself and you really ask the question, is the state of the people of the world rejoicing or are they mourning? And if you say that they're rejoicing, you bug the fuck out. You know?
This is not living. We're living in an environment of complete death, confusion. And there's a reason for that. It goes into how the earth is being managed. You see, they got people going back and forth about Democrat, Republic. At the end of the day, the people who really you should have an eye on are these people, the bankers.
Yeah.
Watch what they're doing. Jake ain't watching the World Economic Forum. That's what you need to be listening to, because that's where the world is going.
Yeah. Because the world is run by the corporations.
Right.
That's why it says that America, there's no more countries.
Right. Yeah.
Everything is a corporation.
Right.
And that's why, the big businesses are really what's running the government, because they're funding the people in the government to pass legislation that will benefit them.
Right. Like these lobbyists. These presidents are put in office technically by these lobbyists.
Yeah.
The ones who have the most money, and the majority of the lobbyists are pro-Israel. It's all about forwarding the agenda of the small hats.
Yep.
Which that's these people. These are so-called Jews. Amalekites. Okay, which would be at the forefront of the blessing given to the Edomites. It would be the tribe of Amalek. And you see, the regular so-called white American are even against these people right now, right? Because the regular so-called white man has been robbed of his American pie.
Yeah.
Now, so-called white people have worse jobs than us. We brothers got better jobs. The white people are struggling in their own so-called inheritance, and they've come to the conclusion through watching right-wing media, Alex Jones, that it's the bankers.
Yeah. Right? Well, that's why when they use slavery, right, to pass the 13th Amendment, right, but that 13th Amendment backfired on the rest of the American public. Because then the 14th Amendment comes in, and now you have you can't have slavery or involuntary servitude, but now everyone is a slave through contract, right? Because you have contract, you have an employee and employer relation. That's nothing more than master and servant relation. Yep. So everybody's a goddamn slave through contract.
Everybody, and now.
Yeah.
In hardcore slavery, the slave master had to house and feed his slaves.
Yep.
Now, under economic slavery, the slave has to house and feed himself.
That's it.
So what are you in servitude to? Working for these corporations, building up their legacy. You're in servitude to that, and if you don't want to do it, there's somebody else that's going to do it.
Oh yeah.
Because you need money to pay bills. You need to keep up in this system.
Somebody get Deuteronomy 28, 48. Is it 48 or 47? Come to this man for the one of all things.
What they teach you, what they indoctrinate you with, is to get to the middle class. The idea is to get to the middle class. How do you get to the middle class? You go to school, you make good grades, you obey, you do what you're told. Okay, you get a degree, you get an entry-level job, you work your way up through that job and be promoted, and then you can finally start to earn a salary. Now, when you think about this process,
This process starts from the time that you're in kindergarten.
Yep.
So this is a 24-year long process that you're going through. Okay? By the time you finish college, you're laden in debt.
Yeah. You.
Okay?
Yeah.
Unless your parents or your grandparents have paid for all your schooling, which that's only for the top 5%. Most people are taking on government student loans, right?
Even
Yeah.
people who get scholarships.
Right.
I had a scholarship, and once I saw that the loan money was available, I was like, oh shit, did I get the money? But they didn't tell you.
Military, right?
You got to pay this. We didn't know that. You
Right.
just get refund checks.
Oh, but in the military, if you join the service, the military, they got you too.
Yeah,
but,
for
hey,
sure.
but they fucked me over the first time. When I was in the military, I almost
It's not
my
plugged
bill.
anything.
They didn't let me get it. They made me
It's
take
not
out
working?
an
Yeah, the charger isn't working.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They make you, and then they make you jump through bureaucratic hoops to get certain benefits. So
You gotta,
10 years
you
later,
gotta
you're taking out loans just
No, I'm
to get
saying
through the hoops,
that's
to pay the lawyers to
that's
get what
double.
you need.
I got a cord.
You go here,
Then
he
you
got
get
you.
married.
You go there, he
gotta,
got you.
yeah.
And they want.
It's,
Remember,
no,
that's
it's
been
like this on the other side.
over
It's a double.
back in the
Yeah,
1800s.
it's, double.
Shit,
It's like this.
really
Okay, so
200,
it's
300 years.
Yeah.
They'll tell Jake,
Yeah.
try
I think
to
it'll
join
still
the
plug in.
army.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll plug.
Fight
This
for
is
us.
C.
And we gonna,
Yeah, that's
they always
C.
renege on their
Okay,
treaties.
yeah.
They have always reneged on their treaties, man. They have not kept a treaty with none of our people, man. So everything y'all talking about right now, man, the white man broke his treaties. He told Judah, right? Abraham Lincoln said this. He told you so-called Negroes, the Southern Kingdom, oh, well, I'm gonna let y'all go from slavery, 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
Did the white man keep that treaty with Judah and Benjamin or Levi, the Southern, right?
Yep.
He didn't keep that treaty. So,
And that would have transformed our nation.
Yeah.
con,
Because there's land. And then you can. It's
I'm
justified.
getting angry now, man.
When you got land. Yeah. It's hard in an apartment, but when you got land, being fruitful and multiplying makes sense.
with a mule,
Yeah. With a
you
mule.
could, with a mule, you could, like, if you're from us brothers that's from the country, you know, I lived in the city, but I'm originally from the country, man. I know what it's like to be out, you know, in the middle of nowhere, and the mule, you can set the seeds in the ground and have a garden, and you can hunt, you can fish.
Yeah.
He didn't want that. But he didn't, Negroes didn't get that shit.
Makes you
No.
self-sufficient.
Well, you know what? You know.
And just imagine connecting with 100 other families your 40-acre plots
Yeah.
into a 4,000-acre plantation and ranch.
But you know what deaded
It's a
that.
problem.
You know what deaded that. It was put into law through the case that was decided through
Dred Scott.
Dred Scott.
Y'all know about Dred Scott,
You know.
Right, absolutely.
I
So-
know you educated brothers know about that.
They just killed that whole shit. You know, okay, you trying to get your 40 acres and 2 mules? It's deaded right here, in this case.
Yeah.
That's just what they call a stare decisis, you know, case. You stand upon that which has already been decided.
and then
and that's
and then it was. I'm sorry, my son.
Now you got it, Pastor. No.
It was. See, I get into. I'm a historian, man. The Democratic Party, but they're all devils.
They're the devil, yeah.
Okay, they're all fucking devils. The Democratic Party was niggas, but prior to that, niggas were Republican. It was the Republican Party that freed the slaves. But fuck them, they're the devil too.
Right.
But I'm just making a point.
just
Rock
the
with
truth.
me. They freed the niggas, man. But then the thing was,
They enslaved them in another
the
way.
Democratic Party is what started the KKK. And niggas were really Republican up until the 60s when John F. Kennedy got in here. Well, he got off out here.
Right down the street, yeah.
Right up the street, right? Yeah, that shit echoing, right? Whatever, they got him, right? But anyways, it's all a game. It goes by number. We used to be in this apostle
Oh
numbers.
yeah.
Ordo ab chaos. Order to chaos.
Oh yeah. That's what they want.
The elites, the Rothschilds, and I'm gonna say y'all name. The Rockefellers, the Illuministic families.
Yep. There they go right there,
They've
so
been
on.
planning this shit for hundreds of years, bro. Y'all know that? Y'all know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Did we teach y'all that? No, did we? Because we used to be into this shit real heavy back in the 90s, man. You know, so y'all know, right? So y'all know what time it is, man.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Okay, so, but it's beautiful. It's the scriptures, but it go back to the scriptures. What's that in Psalms? Hide me from the secret counsel.
Bring it out. Psalm
Incredulity
64.
of the work. That's right, Psalm 64. From the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, because they work in iniquity.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the elite are doing. Man. And they're putting all of these, crazy situations before you, where you looking in the sky, oh, the drone. You're looking at Diddy. You looking here. You looking there. Fire. Like, damn.
Yeah,
all of these. He's ultimately creating a scenario of order out of chaos.
Smoke is a smoke screen to hide the real thing that they're really doing behind the scenes.
Because even what happened in 2020, what really happened from the time that Ovid situation came till now is that the middle class was pretty much drained
Wiped out, yeah.
And the rich got richer and hoarded more to themselves.
Yeah.
And the poor got poor.
That's it. Because they want pretty much the super rich and super poor.
And they forced it because if you had a business or you're a single, you're a business owner, well, they shut things down. If you wasn't cash liquid, you couldn't afford to continuously pay rent, employees, this and that, without bringing in profit, while these mega corporations could.
Yeah.
So then what happened after that? These homeowners and these business owners that couldn't make these payments, well, they came and got bought out. And so this was
that's what these devils do.
And they came and just swallowed up a huge part of the market.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so now they're gonna make they're making a move on all that new real estate that they got.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But that's why they destroyed San Francisco. San Francisco from way back in 2017 when we was out there. They was destroying it back then. Right. So then that 2020 that just brought a whole new level to it. And these corporations, the thing that they do is they make sure they get to a place, run it down to where it loses value, and they buy it up dirt cheap, then they build it up, and then everybody else got to move out.
Right.
And pretty much it's the 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
You got it, brother.
They sealed the deal too with the housing situation because then BlackRock came in and bought the houses at double the closing price.
Yeah.
So then anybody else who wanted to get a house afterwards and capitalize on people's foreclosures, they couldn't because BlackRock was buying them all up.
Yeah, yeah.
So now the housing market is to the point where nobody can afford it because they inflated all the prices.
Yeah, and that's the top corporation.
Right. Yeah.
That over all corporations.
Right. Like
you got BlackRock, Vanguard, then you got what's the other one? Something Street. Forget the other one. But those are what's that?
Meryl Street.
No, not Meryl Street. It's another one. Let's see, BlackRock. You had Vanguard, and then you had State Street. State Street is those, but then even BlackRock owns a good portion of State Street.
Well, they're all silent owners within themselves.
Yeah.
So you have silent owners that are of the Rockefeller, of the Rothschild family, that own all of those different companies.
Yeah.
That's why when you look at the moves of these nations, just like you was talking about earlier, you're not looking at a political move. You're looking at actually a corporate move that's being dictated to a nation.
Yeah.
That's why they had
somebody gets Psalm 73 also.
That Agenda 2025 with Trump, and people was like, "Oh, you just following this agenda," and he's like, "No, I'm not." But now when you watch it, it's like, "Nigga, yes, you are."
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he was against CBDCs, he was against this, he was against that. Now it's like no, everybody forgot about in his first term what he was against. Now he's for the things he was against.
Well, he's against CBDCs, but how they trick you is, we're not going to do a CBDC.
Right.
We're going to do a stable coin.
But same shit.
We're going to do a stable coin, and when you understand stable coins, it's still programmable money with what's called oracles and all this nerdy stuff that I'll do it on the algorithm. If you want to learn. But
so see me over there.
Yeah.
Plug in.
It's crazy with empires, currencies always change.
Oh yeah.
Currency is they're getting ready to change currency again.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're going digital, man. We're going digital here.
Yeah.
Go on that chip.
Well, every time the currency changes, it brings in the new world order.
New world. Yeah.
Because remember when you had the I forgot, it was a Dutch something, started with a G, I believe. That was a new world order at the time. Then the British
Oh,
pound
with
came
Hitler.
in.
With Hitler. The Deutsch.
The Deutsche Mark, yeah, but then before that, it was another one before that. But then when the British pound came in, that started a new world order. And then in 1944, 1945, when the Bretton Woods Agreement happened, then you had the dollar, the U.S. dollar took over the currency of the world. That became a new world order. So now we're going into the digital age, and that's going to be the new world order.
That's it.
You know, the NWO.
Well, they have now they have the technology, they have the science, they have the backing, they have the money,
Yeah.
they have the means to do the things that all ancient emperors wanted to do.
Because they bought into all of the infrastructure.
Right.
You know, they got control of all the infrastructure. You have some?
Well, just to go with what y'all saying.
And the number one seller of that technology for surveillance is called Babel Street.
Check it out. Look at that.
Street.
Babel Street, which is Babylon the Great.
Babylon the
There
Great.
we go. This is Micah chapter 2 in the NLT. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking of evil plans?
There you go.
And
You ride."
these people have the time.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, they
64. Yeah,
put
yeah.
the earth in,
The brother,
they
I
put
think
the earth
somebody
in a
holding.
position.
We gotta
Pretty much
get
they
that.
hijacked the
we gotta
earth.
read that.
And this all fulfills Esau's blessing. When you read Genesis, the 27th chapter, remember Esau was blessed with the fatness of the earth, and he would do it by the sword. What we're witnessing and living in is a fulfillment of that.
Yeah.
This is Esau's blessing. He's living in his blessing.
Yeah.
This is it.
And how did he get the blessing?
Right, by the sword.
By the sword.
Right, and at the very end of his blessing, John the Revelator saw him issue forth that chip.
Yeah.
That's the end of that beast system
Yeah.
that will ultimately dominate the earth. Rome and the revival of Rome.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yep.
It's here, baby.
It's here.
Revelation 13:11
And
is
they
here.
They got all day to think about their
Right.
plans for you.
Right.
You don't even have time in your day to do your monthly budget.
Right.
You gotta clean and cook for the kids and get ready to go to work the next day. You barely have time to take a shower and the shit.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But they got all day to think about how they gonna control you, man.
Oh yeah.
We need to re-engineer the cow. You
Uh,
gotta have time on your hand and think about some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
dropping like flies too.
Con.
It's just like earlier, y'all asked. It was like if something was happened to the apostles, will we keep it going?
That's it.
Right? It's the same thing going on with these. What? Half of these dudes right here,
Right.
recently passed.
Right.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
do you
But
think,
they speeding everything up.
why do you think Klaus Schwab is so adamant? Because he comes from a family that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
We're gonna ultimately evolve as gods on the earth. That's ultimately the true form of evolution. They put showcase evolution in front of you with the monkey. What Esau's really talking about, he's gonna evolve into a god.
Right.
But through left hand means, you know?
Because that's why Micah, the 2nd chapter,
Yep.
when you read it in the KJV,
Right.
it says because it is in the power of their hand.
Their hand.
When you look up that word power, it goes back to the word Allah, which means God.
God.
Because they have the God-like power because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
So they have that God-like power to either do good or do evil,
Right.
but they do evil.
They do evil.
They do evil.
You
They
know?
can even use this AI to really help people. But they're gonna use it to make your life miserable.
Yeah,
Right.
Con.
Oh, yeah.
Con, Elder One by Con.
That's
These
wicked.
devils, all the power they got,
Yeah.
if they were righteous, but they're not, of
Yeah.
course, like, shit, this would be a paradise.
Yeah. He could
Oh, yeah.
have really won with America.
Yeah.
It's just unfair. He's a horrible ruler, man.
Yeah.
It's by the same oppression that he gives out every day. This is going to destroy him because by keeping
Isaiah
people
33:1.
back, keeping people
Habakkuk
down,
Shah, we got to get this
especially our
one.
people. Hey, his society has fallen to a dunghill. You know, nobody's excelling. There's no growth. There's no technological advances. They still got the same shit in these other countries. They were building with all of their people, and their technology advanced. Their societies advanced.
It advanced the people. Right.
Yeah.
It destroys you.
Oh, yeah.
You see all these videos on YouTube about people living in China for 80, Africa. I pay $80 a month. You know, to live in a big home, 3 or 4 bedroom home.
Hey, D-Match, remember my man from the restaurant, Tanzania?
Oh yeah.
He ready to go back home.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah, yeah, my man.
Benjamin,
Well-
like you like it here. Work.
No, he's actually from Tanzania. I thought he was Levi. You know, he might be Levi or Benjamin.
That's the American life, man.
Because you're subject to having that job.
Subject to
Yeah.
payment.
Because of the system they set up, you're in an economic enslavement now.
Yeah.
You're in bondage to ultimately giving your soul, the best years of your life, to a corporation that you don't give a damn about. You don't enjoy the fruits of the labor of that corporation.
You don't know they
You're at the
exist.
very
Yeah, exactly.
You're the
You're
grunt,
just
you're
a
doing
number.
the grunt work of this corporation. You're undermined.
Underpaid.
Underpaid. Then in the morning,
Underappreciated.
you go to the office in the morning. There's some kolaches in the back, with donuts in the back. The fuck?
Some coffee.
Yeah. And then you get, they take all of your money out of your check.
And then they take your kids.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They take your children, and they took your children in the system.
Yeah.
And then your children are learned the same way.
Indoctrinated. Yep.
You drop dead.
Yep.
And see, and this devil, man, pull it, man, get that.
Yeah.
These devils got a lot to pay for.
They got a
Yes,
lot.
sir.
They've done a lot.
Now hold on, Elder Arietta. What was that scripture you read? But we gotta read that Psalms too.
Or Micah 2. He was reading Micah 2.
right now.
Can you read it again?
Right.
But then somebody got that Psalms.
Somebody got that, right? Still?
Right.
All right.
This is Micah 2:1. What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out.
That's the precept of Psalms.
Yeah.
Simply because you have the power to do so.
Boom. And that word power there goes back to the word Allah, which is God. Go ahead.
When you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it.
Bam.
Have they not done that?
Oh yeah.
They took this land from us, the so-called American Indian people.
Yes, sir.
But they took Africa from the Hamites. They took the Middle East. They took these devils. Because you, you just said it like about a couple of minutes ago. The Lord, that Esau got the blessing from Isaac.
Right. Yep.
See, people don't know about that, man.
Yep.
Y'all do.
Yep.
Which that goes into deeper stuff, but I don't want to get deep into that. We're going to stay surface level, right?
We'll get to it.
Isaac blessed. Is there any blessing for me, my father?
Yo, yeah. Yep,
Hey, and behind Esau's colonization, when he brutalized went to Australia.
Aborigines.
What he did to us, when he went to Africa and India and
Hawaii.
it was all backed by his science.
Yeah.
The pseudoscience that he created justified all of that shit.
What?
These are three. I roll up on the island and I see you people. Well, y'all not human.
Right.
Pursuant to my science, you 3/5 of a human being. So all I did was just kill the cattle that were there.
Yeah.
And justify seizing these lands and territories from people.
Yep.
All right.
They're barbarians.
Discovery.
They're barbarians.
Right, barbarian. These were Christian Edomites.
Yeah.
No, but they called us savages and barbarians.
Savages, because that was by their science.
That was their justification.
It's not racism, it's science. You're just inherently stupid. And that's why the whole Planned Parenthood, eugenics, thing came about. It came about, it was based in science that basically low-hanging fruit, ultimately we should sterilize them. They shouldn't be able to forward their seed.
Eugenics.
Eugenics, the word Eugene means royal. They're saying basically we're the royal people and we need to get out of the weeds out of the garden, all right, that are draining the garden. Let's get the weeds out, the bad weeds, all right, were the tribes, of course, but all of the nations. Esau went around the earth dominating, slaying, slaughtering, and then he can back it by his science.
Yeah. Because remember in 2020, right? Esau just stepped back. Oh, we're gonna just sacrifice our jabs, to give it to you, the Latinos, the Negroes, and the Native American Indians. Right now, the whole situation with the immigration, Gad somehow find their way in there. Well, there's a law that dates way back that says that they don't have the birthright, American birthright, so we may have to ship them out too.
Yeah, they want to. See,
Jacob's trouble.
Gad and Judah, Benjamin too.
Yeah,
all of the tribes.
No, Judah too. So-called straight up black African American Negroes. Big Shirley, Keisha, Pookie, Ray Ray. He said it. Trump said it. He said, "Look, if you're a convicted felon, we're gonna get you out of here too."
Right.
So all these niggas with dreadlocks. Right. But these niggas, you know what? I'm with it.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it real, I'm with it. All these little niggas out here, they're terrorists. I watch videos every day on my phone. These niggas, the Big Shirley.
They're terrorizing the elderly.
They're terrorizing people, man. These black motherfuckers are terrorizing their own people. They're terrorizing the community.
People should be. They need to really put them on the front lines of World War III with a helmet. Just give them a helmet.
Especially, I'm gonna go there.
No, just a skull cap.
Especially the fucking black woman.
Yeah. Put her up on the front
woman,
line.
she needs to be fucking. The black woman should be deemed as a goddamn terrorist.
Yep.
Because she's the one giving birth to these little dreadlock monsters going around shooting up, killing everybody.
Right.
Their own people.
Because they have the men that they're raising without the father in the house. They're raising them. Now the dude got all this testosterone, but he reacts as a woman. So he becomes dangerous. He's a grown-ass man with the emotion of a woman. So what do a woman do when she feels betrayed? She's gonna destroy your shit.
Yeah.
That's what they're known to do. But now you got a man with that mentality. That's a dangerous situation.
That's very dangerous.
Feel like she can be punished.
Yeah.
A woman doesn't feel like there's gonna be judgment.
Yeah. No accountability.
I can slap the shit out of you right now.
Yeah,
You
nothing
know,
gonna
a woman in her mind, but she get mad.
Yeah.
A black woman, she'll haul off on you.
Yeah.
But then see, but she'll haul off on you. But then you, whop. You hold back.
It's really.
Then you're a villain.
It's the
right?
Western woman.
That's
Now the black woman is at the forefront of it.
She's at the
It's the mentality of the Western woman. Period.
Yeah.
Is to.
I'm a female.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a female. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna let you the fuck out.
Don't hit me.
Don't hit me.
Then I'm gonna stomp your head into the ground with your cowboy boots.
No.
No, the bitch, let a bitch hit me, man. Even my own woman hit me. Whop. That's what it's gonna be.
You just start with a body shot.
I'm pregnant.
Make her calm down.
I'm pregnant.
Then I'm gonna grab you to the fucking throat. Then I'm gonna grab a bitch for fucking crazy. Are you fucking crazy? That's how I deal with women.
Yeah, because hey, these movies and this society has taught women, like women see black the woman king.
Fuck with me, man.
Whoop any nigga's ass. You know, like bro, like this society has pumped women up to believe that they're self-sufficient. And they're not. They're unstable creatures.
Yeah.
They need men. Men bring order in the household.
Oh yeah.
Let's prove it.
Discipline.
Society fucked that up for us. Right. Thank you, but it's already proven. Right. And a woman has a very beautiful role within the grand scheme of the Lord's
But she got to
program.
order.
But it has to be rooted in her being in order.
I knew what I was doing.
And this system doesn't push.
I knew what I was doing.
Go ahead.
See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya.
Yeah.
Like Khalid Muhammad said.
You know?
Oh man.
I know what I'm doing, brother. I know what I'm doing. I've been around too long.
Like a 2 and 2. When you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it.
Right.
When you want someone's house,
And that's what's going on over there with those small hats and those Palestinians.
Yeah.
they find it.
But
They broke a covenant, a treaty
Right.
of the two solution state, the two state solution where this belongs to you and this belongs to me. Amalek said, "Fuck that! No, we want everything."
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're basically pushing, ethnically cleansing the Palestinians out of that land. It's all rooted in that same science.
Right. And that was through the sword. But now in America and other places, the way they do it is through legislation. The legislation of these big corporations. That's why Maya Angelou Bauer said, "Give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws."
Right.
Because if you control the money, you're going to control the laws. Because you're going to control the people that write the laws. Because you're going to be able to write them a check, and they're going to judge in your favor.
Right.
You see? And that's how they were able to get certain places and certain areas and certain lands and resources by that act, because they control the money system.
Right.
You know? Y'all got it.
It says, when you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence.
Boom. Fraud and violence. Why? Because the US dollar puts you into what? Debt. And then when you try to pay the motherfucking debt, they want you to pay with another credit.
Interest.
Yeah. Well, you're paying on the interest.
Yeah.
And not the principal. You know, that's why I call it a mortgage.
Yep.
You're
Yes.
gonna be paying it for the rest of your life, man.
That's it.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
So you getting out of school, you getting out, you're 22, you got a bachelor's degree. That ain't shit. You know, you stay in an extra year and a half, 2 years, get your little master's degree. Go ahead and add on an extra 8K on
More
that.
debt.
All right, so you get out, then that'll increase your income by 20K when you get out. So you still got to work your way up, right? So then, by that time, you kind of get more family oriented. You ready to have kids by the time you're 25, 26. You know what I mean? Bust a couple nuts, have a baby. Okay, let's get a house, baby.
Yeah.
Get that mortgage along with that student debt. Oh, shit.
Recipe for disaster.
Oh, you want to start your own business?
Oh yeah.
Well, we got a deal for you.
Oh yeah.
You 27, you got a mortgage, you got student loans. Now you want to get a business loan? Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Big clay like a big
You're done, son.
I'm saying you the borrower, not the lender.
There you
Right.
go.
The borrower is served to the lender. That's in the scriptures.
Bam.
That's what happens. You become a slave to your own circumstance,
Slave to the rhythm.
and you
And
basically
I'm a
live
slave
for
to
the
the
city.
MC Light.
And
A
now they
slave to
want
the
to
rhythm.
enhance that slavery.
God,
They want to enhance
God,
the
God.
that
And I'm a
they
slave.
have possession of. They
God,
want possession
God.
of you. That you the land they want.
Yeah.
They want to put their idol inside of the temple of the Lord, man.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
We finished it.
Like I said, they started doing that in, I think it's Thailand or Vietnam. They started a whole digital currency system over there where they're giving people $1,200 US. They're giving people $1,200 US in Vietnam or Thailand. I forget which one it is. You're getting that type of money, but then they have it set up to where you can only spend it a certain distance from your house.
Wow.
15-minute cities.
They're literally already pushing forth that system.
See that?
And the people that went into
15
that,
minutes
they're
cities.
like, oh, I'm about to get $1,200 US over there. It's a shit ton of money. But you go 4 minutes away from your house too
Yeah, I'm
far.
going to my
you can't do
favorite
shit.
grocery store.
Yeah.
Shit don't work.
And then they're telling you can't use it on liquor. You can't use it on other shit like that.
That's
So
it.
like, they're telling you what you can spend the money
These
on.
are the type of systems that are getting ready to be
That's
set
it.
up.
Total control.
And then they use quantum computing. That's what they've been talking about. So like, instead of you turning on the faucet and you getting, oh, you spent this many gallons. Well, you got gallons and ounces now. You got
Yeah.
gallons and grams, nigga. You went a gram over your limit.
Yep. You gotta swipe your card, you know, and you only get so many credits.
Yep.
Well, my brothers, they come in. We in that. See, man,
We in that
brothers.
system right now.
What's that scripture say?
Smart
The
city,
time to
smartphone.
come is prepared.
It's here.
Plenteousness is made ready.
Woo!
We in the time, like we here, we right here, bro.
Yep.
See, like everything that through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that the spirit have been on the prophets to feed out to the congregation is here.
Yeah.
All these other guys, all these other Israelite camps that are like these what's the word, man, that I always use? These bootleg dudes, man. They're playing games. All these dudes, I just gotta put this out there. All these dudes, these bootleg Israelites, you up there having debates with Cooley, Nofel Gazing, and Anton Daniels, and all these dudes. Oh yeah.
God racist.
Would you brothers, would y'all agree with me, man? We like us, I'm talking about us. And I'm gonna say, fuck that. GMS, Great Millstone Brothers, or brothers that follow us. We past that point, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's speaking for itself, sir.
And I know, because I watch you brothers' videos, and I'm around you GMS brothers, whether it's dollars, we on some other shit now, man. We on because the Lord is dealing with us.
Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, dude, are we out here? Let me ask y'all, you elders here, these great elders of Dallas here, you got the elder Demarshall Clyde here, you got brothers from Arizona, this brother's one of the top elders. Dude, are we out here trying to convince Jake that they're Israelites?
No.
We got the 12 tribe signs, that's the standard, we're gonna always have that.
Right.
That's because we gotta have that.
Oh yeah.
Prophecy.
But are we out here?
Hey, brother, sister.
Nah.
Come on, Ariella, say what you're gonna say.
You know, we out there pandering. No, we at the end, man.
Yeah.
The word is speaking for
If you ain't down, you cook.
That's it.
Really, a lot. What we're doing right now is sealing people's judgment. Really.
Yeah. Hey, think about it like this, right? Which one of the prophets, when you read the scriptures, they sat there and they were trying to convince anybody.
Begging.
The Lord said, tell them whether they want to hear or whether they want to forbear. He didn't say sit and find out what their rebuttal is, and then come back to me and I'm gonna give you the answers. I'm gonna send you back over there. No.
Yeah.
You either accept it or you get fucked up.
No, Ariella, I want you to say, man, look, why do we got the sign out here still? At this point in the game, why do we still have the sign out here?
Because the scriptures say that we don't have the sign out here. When you read there in the book of Ezekiel, it talks about putting those two sticks together, man.
Right, that's what's happening.
And so this is
Prophecy. Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
And then you see all of the tribes, they're divided outside of this truth.
Yeah.
They're arguing over who made rap first. They're arguing about, well, you got Judah laughing at Issachar. You got Issachar and the other tribe, mocking Judah. It's nothing but divide.
Right.
The only place where the tribes will come together will be through Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
And that's where the northern and the southern come together in unity.
Yeah.
It can only happen in Yahweh Shai.
Woo!
And that's being fulfilled. This very sign was prophesied in the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, where Judah and Ephraim will come back together.
Yep.
There's a reason because the Lord had the northern kingdom already over in the Americas. Then Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, although there were northern kingdom on those slave ships, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were brought over here and what, around, what's that, 1619?
Yep.
Yeah,
They was being brought over here before that, but the bulk was like 1619.
They were going into Spain as well, different places.
Yeah.
Being scattered, but it fulfilled prophecy because Judah and Ephraim would link back up.
Yeah.
You got to understand the tribes have been separated from, primarily there were northern kingdom there. Even when we went to the Babylonian, the Medes and the Persian, there were certain of the northern kingdom there.
Yeah, but not all of them.
Not all of them. All right, but the bulk of them were already over here.
Arsares.
Right. So, yeah.
The Apocrypha.
So we've been separated. That's why it's kind of foreign to look at them as your people, but you already knew.
Yeah.
But it had to be through this doctrine going out, man.
And it was beautiful the way the Lord did it because He put Ephraim, Judah, Issachar, all in the barrios and the ghettos, living in the same areas, vibing with each other, beefing with each other, Hey, Judah shall not vex Ephraim, Ephraim shall not envy Judah.
That's right.
Even
though them niggas in the world, they're killing each other, they don't look at you. Morano, Mayate. Even when you watch, man, every day I watch one of my favorite shows I grew up on, Sanford and Son. Right. Fred Sanford, right?
Yeah.
He was an old nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember Julio was cooler than them, and Lamont, his son, Puerto Rican, Mexican. Like he was a racist old black nigga.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Because Julio was cool. But no, he reached out, he tried to, but his son Lamont was on point. Look, man, you're a racist pop. Basically, Lamont, his son, he knew that Julio, look, this is Puerto Ricans are cold, it's our people. No, he's a Puerto Rican. He was a simple-minded old nigga. But then that same nigga turn around and then complain about the white man being racist to him.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah, you tell him he chosen, that's hateful.
Yeah.
That's being discriminatory, man. The heathen got to be saying.
No, but he was cool with white people, though.
Yeah.
He was cool with white people. But he had a problem with the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah. Ain't that some shit?
Vice versa. Y'all know what I mean. Because Northern Kingdom, come on, y'all know, man. These Northern,
they got,
and I didn't believe it until I moved
too.
Yeah, they ain't got it.
You brothers, look, I've been coming out here for almost as long as I've known you brothers. And because the East Coast, the Issacharites, I knew was cool.
Yeah.
In California, they were cool.
Yeah.
More cool.
Y'all was like, even that dude, the artist formerly known as all you Texas brothers, before I moved to Texas, y'all, but me personally, even now, I don't have that problem. But I see it though. But y'all told me, but I see it. He said these Mexicans out here now, they on some other shit.
Yeah.
Y'all told me.
You'll go to a spot where it be, because I go to spot, a different spot, it be all another tribe. You be the only kind of so-called black guy there. You can feel the tension on it.
Yeah.
No, you brothers told me y'all told the truth. Since I've been living here, and I've been here, almost 3 years now, I see it though.
Right.
I see it. I was like, Con, I see. Right. That's why I'm talking the shit I'm talking.
There's friction between the tribes. You got to understand,
the southern kingdom pretty much considered the northern kingdom not even Israelites. They considered them, they quit on us, they left. They basically, they and the Jews.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You gonna quit? You gonna leave? I'm sorry, but you said that. I ain't gonna go into that right now, but you know, personal thing, we'll tell y'all later. That's happened to me after Yeshua. He said it, I just thought about it. But you're gonna quit?
You're gonna quit? You're gonna leave? The fuck? So basically, the tribes have been at odds, man. Judah looked at it as if we the one who continued the traditions, which is true. It was the Jews who were responsible for the traditions of Israel being continued in the earth, through when the Greeks came into power. You had the Maccabean Empire. They stuck to the traditions. Those were, that's where the scribes, the Pharisees, the Essenes, the Sakari, the different sects of the Jews came from those families who had stuck to the traditions. So it was the Jew. They still had the temple going. And then when the Roman Empire came, Yahushua came on the scene, that's where you had the Jews. So Judah felt like, nigga, we the ones who kept the traditions going. The northern kingdom, they left. So they looked at the northern kingdom, there was always friction. Even when certain kings were sitting on the throne of David, the northern kingdom was looked at as they went completely left, because which king did right in the northern kingdom? None. So Judah, it was always that friction. Judah was like, nigga, y'all through. And Ephraim was like kind of like jealous, like, nigga, fuck you. So there's always been friction. So we've met back up here in Babylon the Great in these latter days, and the Lord, through Yahushua, through the Holy Spirit, is gathering the elect of Judah and Ephraim, and they're back.
Right, through faith. Through faith, because the difference between the faith that they didn't have is that they thought they had it all together, being so technical. The
Jews,
right, with the law and everything else. That's the difference right there. So we coming back through the faith that they didn't have, that we read about.
I got a great point. Genesis 49:10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come.
Until Shiloh come. That's letting you know that the high priest, the one who's going to bring the law, that's what that scripture is talking about. Read it again.
The scepter shall not, Genesis 49:10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh comes.
So you would have the scepter, and you would bring the law. You would issue forth the law. Okay, that was done under the first covenant through Levi, but this is letting you know that the true high priest is going to come from Judah. The lawgiver is going to come, which is Yahushua.
Who's Shiloh? Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I want to ask y'all.
Who else was it?
Y'all on the money.
Solomon.
On the money.
Solomon.
Whoa, who was King Solomon?
Yahushua.
On the money.
And he's always at the forefront of our kingdom. Adam, Solomon. That Solomon was the last time that all 12 tribes were together. King Solomon forwarded the throne of David. That was the last time we were all together. After King Solomon went off, eventually the kingdom rent. Ultimately, the tribes were broken. So we've been broken since that point going forward, only to the northern and southern kingdom here in a valley of dry bones where they awaken. So the only way the tribes can come together and put aside their differences, what's that? Hosea or Amos 9? I will rebuild the tabernacles of David.
Ooh, yeah, Amos 9 and 10 on down.
Yeah. Because that's what a lot of people, they try to separate the throne of David. That's a very important part of the scriptures. That's the very government that's going to rule in the earth.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's the whole purpose of the whole book, is the reconciliation.
The reconciliation.
You got these niggas coming and trying to injure.
Right, and we can do that too. Right.
In the background.
Right.
Far back. Way back here.
It's about the family of Israel coming together, man. The sons of Adam, going back to Adam through Seth, eventually Noah, Shem, Arphaxad, all the way Eber, all the way up to our father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All of those spirits are restored through Yahushua, back to their inheritance. Man.
If I may say, the only problem is the undesirables. I had a video on this earlier. The undesirables gotta be
They gotta go.
of this nation right here. The undesirables gotta go.
That's righteous eugenics.
Right.
Righteous eugenics. Because the Most High is a eugenics. The Most High always dealt with low-hanging fruit of our nation. He didn't want that standard to be forwarded. He
Bottom
wanted the
feeders.
elite. There's a
Big
standard.
Shirley gotta go.
All of that.
I'm sorry, man. Look, I'm not going into my soapbox, but I'm just
Yeah.
speaking in the spirit.
Right.
Big Shirley gotta go.
Yeah, that whole image of black being black in America, black culture, the different, all of
Pookie
that.
and Ray Ray gotta go. Juan, all them tattoos.
Gang culture, tattoo
Gang
culture.
all them niggas gotta go. Okay, these like Apostle Cabal says, homosexuals got to go.
Right.
Okay, like if you a dude thinking about popping another dude up his ass, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
P. Diddy gotta go.
Well, in the law, those type of people were made an example of. Right. That type of behavior was not forwarded by, when you get into it, because the law basically gave Israel a look inside of the mind of the Most High on paper, on stone. What does he require you to do on earth? That's what the law represented. He gave us the law, and when you read it and you start to get to know the Most High, you're like, okay, damn. Because there's certain behavior patterns he wants people to know that's wrong. Right. So there will be a heavy judgment tied to that behavior. Shame. There will be shame on particular behaviors because the Most High doesn't want a particular standard to be forwarded in the earth. That's why it was public. It was public. Right. The rebellious son, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, the probably 15, 16, rebelling against his parents, won't get into the family business.
Stoned to death.
You basically, first you would grab him up, okay? Because then they would go to the elders and be like, enough is enough. Right. Come get him. Boom, the elders would come, he would be brought before the elders right there in front of everybody, and everybody would be there. Just like Esau when he hung Jake, he had his little children pointing. Right. Well, imagine that in a stoning. The Israelite children sitting there, and you're witnessing a stoning, and the little children they see that, and they say, okay, what happened? That happened. What did he do? This is what he did. I'm not doing that.
Children are quick to ask why.
Right.
Why this? Why that? Why that? So that's what. When you read about those laws that people get put to death for, it says to remove all wickedness from Israel.
Right. Put away evil from Israel.
Yeah.
Hey, I was at
a
public stoning in Iraq. The woman got caught committing adultery with the neighbor while the husband was at work. They shackled her feet. They shackled her chained her hands to her feet. Just enough so where she can stand up, and then they kicked her in the hole and buried her in the hole with dirt. And then so they did that so when they stoned her, she couldn't fall over. Couldn't block. All she could do was just take them rocks. And when she died, only her neck was open. Was they cooking and shit? Like cooking food? Like no, they had kids out there watching. They had everybody out there watching. Just like you imagine you do that and then go eat.
It happened at the police station.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen again.
The Bluetooth speaker and shit.
All these wicked ass women out here. That's why. Listen, remember that scripture Ezekiel 9:4? That's a heavy scripture, bro. The Lord, however the Lord gonna do it, however He gonna have it play out, that's gonna happen in these times. And we at the crux of them times now.
Right.
All these, like, I know, brother, y'all, I don't know, man. I'm just. Big Shirley, that's just a wicked monster. Whoa, no, Elder Yajuwamba. Me and you did the video. Remember, that's back when I first moved out here. Me and you did the video. I don't know if you remember. That video is somewhere way, way back on on my page. Remember, you pulled up the information. Remember, you pulled it up. You did the research for me. And you said that's an actual demon. Remember we Elam.
It may have been in Atlanta, brother.
No, brother, that was me and you.
Okay.
Me and you and Bond Supply Crib. We did that video. You pulled it up. Come on, I got a good memory, brother. That was me and you. You pulled it up. The information.
Well, you know that spirit actually is, that whole Lilith shit.
Yep.
Basically, she was rebelled against her husband. That whole energy, that's the Queen of Heaven.
Yeah.
The way that the women are programmed to be is tied to an idol. all of the behavior patterns of the people are tied to idols, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Liberty, Libertas.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
she was.
remember, I'm sorry, because
No, you got it.
the video we did, you pulled it up, the spirit was on you.
Yeah.
That's why you don't remember because the spirit was on you. You pulled it up, you know, you Google shit with the remember these black fat bitches with the nails, with the come umbrellas, that we went to that.
It was an actual demon.
It was an actual demon from Elam. I remember that much.
Yeah.
It was me and you. And they were fat demons.
Because you have a spirit in an Elamite called a diva. When you deal with it, it's a very rude, proud, hard to deal with woman.
Yeah.
That's a spirit that's on Western women primarily. It's a demon tied to that.
Damn, trash.
The idol plays out through the people. So what you see people mimicking is all tied to idol. Even with someone who has an orgy, that's tied to a god. All the behavior patterns are tied to the different idols of the heathen. We're in Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots. So all these different, it's a melting pot of wickedness.
And that's the vibration they push out there. You got it, bro.
Then they make a TV show called Bad Bitches.
Yeah.
And let everybody audition.
Boss bitch, boss bitch.
Yeah.
All that bullshit.
Until something happens, until some other. But them demons under there are other demons that's preying on them.
Yep.
Until some motherfucker roll up and beat the shit out of bitches and kill bitches and rape
Because
you.
that's the environment that's being set up with them allowing all of these particular people over here. There's an influx of crime. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these women, the serpent is getting ready to basically snatch the rug from up under you. And a lot of women are going to be left to dry. The government, they're going to take away the goodies. All right, and we're even going to suffer through a lot of the shit that this devil is about to do. But we got the faith, to do, and we have a promise of
protection,
provision.
Yeah.
Meaning the Most High.
My servant shall eat.
Right. Before it already came to him, he had a vision. There were particular points where men of the Lord were in situations where like. And the Lord would allow him to see somebody, a river would pop up. He would always
a raven.
Right, raven.
That's why, hey, and that's why these things are written for our learning. If you can't go back like Judas Maccabees, if you can't go back and admit what the Lord has already did, then why should he protect you?
Right.
Moving forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't protect your ass if you can't look at what's written and trust what he already did.
Right.
It's written to look at it and say, oh, okay, we can trust him, even though it looked fucking impossible. You know what I mean?
We don't look at the scene. We look at the unseen.
That's right.
Because if you look at what's before you, it looks impossible. With a digital AI system set up, that's going to be and it's going to be biased.
Yeah.
The science is going to be tied to now AI, and AI is going to be ultimately programmed to seek out and get rid of people who don't meet the qualification of IQ according to what they're getting ready to establish.
Yeah, and that shows you too, like the scriptures say, they shall be as madmen, sparing none.
Right.
That's got to have something to do with that AI technology too.
That's it.
Because they don't have any feelings.
Right.
You know, all they do is what they're programmed to do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Hey, they can't take an AI robot dog to court if it shoot down and start gunning niggas.
Right.
What they're gonna do? It's gonna appear in court. Fucking Siri.
Right. And Donald Trump is going to eventually mandate that you have a digital ID. Yeah. Look for that because the environment is getting ready to get so crazy that they're going to say, you know what?
Biometrics.
In order for us to know who's documented, who's legal, it's going to go
digital ID
to digital. This way we can have a safer environment. And that's why they're setting up the talking points to even with the airplane thing. Now, and all of a sudden, we got this AI system on how planes are going to be managed and things like this.
How convenient.
How convenient.
People are too
How fucking convenient.
People can change. People can get sick. People, they got defects.
Right.
We need a better system.
There you go.
Basic income.
Yeah, how fucking convenient,
Y'all just stay at the crib, take this $40.
Right.
We got it.
Right.
Get your ass in the house.
And this is ultimately the modern day Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
Everybody is going to have to come up under this one banner
and you're gonna have to be identified on this hub. And for people like us, they don't plan on us making it that far.
Nah.
The batch of people that are going to make it into the NWO, in their opinion, if they had their way, they would be complete zombies.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Programmed from the womb to the tomb.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, pretty much, Elder, these people are almost dead now.
They're there.
Yeah.
But I say this, they're privy to too much through the information age.
Right.
So there's a lot of information that Esau doesn't want forward into the new world.
Right.
He wants the thought of reading in the world he wants to come. That will be an afterthought.
Hey, the movie Equilibrium.
Right.
Anything that had to do with art or books or anything like that.
Right.
Back in the 60s, the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
You know, it was you would consider obsolete.
Man, have y'all seen that?
Yeah.
Y'all never saw
I
that?
heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Oh, obsolete. See, this is the other woman. This is why I said I wanted to make you brothers privy to everything. Like, look, man, like Apostle Tahar told us a long time ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I want you brothers to know everything I know.
Yeah.
So we want you brothers to know everything we know. So we try to put y'all on to all the information that we got back in the days. Like you said, the obsolete man. That's why I said I want to say, remember movie days. I want to put y'all on to shit, man.
Yeah.
You dig? Remember the obsolete man?
Because that goes back to the 60s. And back then it was against the law to read in that particular episode. Where the state was in charge. They were the ones, hammering out the legislation to where, okay, if you read, that's against the law. Movie Equilibrium, same shit.
Remember Dark City? Remember
Dark
that movie?
City.
That's another good one, Dark City.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just finished watching Dark City with a few brothers in Indianapolis.
Wow, Dark City.
And they was all into it. They were like this, glued to the TV.
Well, we got to put y'all on. And y'all saw Clone Tyrone's a newer version, but like some other movie.
That's a documentary.
Documentary.
Yeah.
Documentary.
Yep.
You got to say that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna put you on to the old school shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, this is all we did back in the school in Connecticut, man.
Pastor used to movie night. Bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 22. With all of this going on, bro, it says Revelation 22 and 10. And he said unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book.
Bam!
For the time is at hand.
Mm-hmm. Time is at hand.
Seal not. It's time to. The Lord, this is the information age.
Habakkuk 3:1, Babakusha. Okay, good.
Because with this great awakening,
and somebody get the one in Psalms where it says that it is time for the O Lord to work.
That we can tie to what
it is time for the O Lord to work.
To prove. Everything happening on the planet Earth speaks to what John the Revelator saw.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be linking what's happening now to that vision, man.
The signs. Those are the signs.
This gives credit to the Most High. See, none of us Israelites need to be forwarding ourselves. The credit goes to, that's who lacks respect in the earth. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.
Facts.
It's them that gave us this. So when we go into these prophecies, that's giving praise to the Lord. Like he said this and it's happening. Right.
Hey, at the end, he said, I this reason why I raised up Pharaoh so that my name can be known throughout the earth.
Right.
And that's the same thing that's happening right now.
Right.
But who got that precept? Habakkuk, the first. Give me Habakkuk first.
Third chapter?
Third chapter. Read the first and the second verse.
Habakkuk 3:1, it says a prayer of...
It's going to go with the scripture you just brought out, Elder Yashua.
It says the prayer of Habakkuk the prophet upon Sigionoth. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid.
Go ahead.
O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, revive thy work in the midst of the years.
Revive thy works in the midst of the years, because the Lord spoke something, right? What is that, Isaiah 42? Before it come to pass, I tell you of it. So it said, revive thy works, O Lord, in the midst of the years. So, what you said in the past, bring it to life. And how is it going to come to life? The same way the Lord spoke about it in the prophecy. Because the prophets saw it, but they saw it in a different, like they were in a time capsule, so to speak, or they were in a almost like in a hallucinogenic type thing, but they actually were seeing, they were there in real time.
Yep.
And that's what they were able to write it so vividly.
Right.
So now the things that the prophets spoke about, Lord, revive thy works in the midst of the years. Go ahead.
It says, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy.
Right. So when you bring in that fire, when you bring in those prophecies, remember mercy upon us, your servants.
God.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah 23:20. The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days, ye shall consider it perfectly.
Right, because the latter days is going to bring what? That's what the Lord said, what? When he comes back, there's going to be signs and seasons. There's going to be wars, rumors of wars, pestilence. There's going to be all kind of shit going on. People saying that I'm the anointed, you know, and deceiving, if possible, the very elect. So these are all signs of things that we're supposed to be looking for. So how do you, measure the time. How do we know we're at the end? By seeing the things that the Lord spoke about in the scriptures playing out on the scene, identifying them and warning Jake, this is what's coming.
Right,
and if you don't get yourself together, you're going to get caught up in that shit.
Right.
So let me get the one in Psalms.
Psalms 119 and 126. Right, it reads, it is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law.
It is time for thee, O Lord, to work. So now is the time for the Lord to make his presence known.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, everybody that came up. All different false religions came up. Everything has already been taught and spoken throughout the four corners of the earth. The only thing that really didn't fully blow up is the truth. And it's happening right now on a large scale.
Can I get
Yes,
one
sir.
scripture? Somebody get the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra 9:1.
That's
2nd Ezra chapter 9:1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
Ariella, you break it down. Well, LD one, Bob, if you want to break it down, you can break it down.
Right.
But I'm just trying to balance it out.
Right. So you're supposed to see, that's why you have to have a true watchman as your leader. See, in times of trouble, Israel didn't go to no goddamn athlete. Israel went to the priesthood or the prophets.
Yeah.
Right. That's who they went to understand what to do, how to move, how to think, what should we do. They didn't go to no goddamn comedian.
Yeah. What did Dave Chappelle think?
Dave Chappelle.
Wow.
Camp Williams is the prophet of 20.
Yeah. He a real one.
Yeah.
Everybody a real one. Except the prophecy, Jake is in that free Barabbas spirit. They'll choose George Floyd over the prophets, man.
Oh yeah.
Barabbas. Jake is on some free Barabbas shit, man.
Yeah. Fuck them.
So how do you measure the time diligently in itself? Is through the prophecies.
Right.
That's how you measure the time, by what the oracles that the Heavenly Father gave to his men.
Right.
To understand where you are, what you're supposed to do, where, you know.
Right.
To answer the question.
Yep. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest shall begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, so when you start to look at these tokens or these identifying markers of what the Heavenly Father wants, you know, okay, there's a change coming, because he said when you see these things, the change is coming.
That's it.
Now we have to understand time in the mind of an immortal. Time in the mind of an immortal ain't no just a blink of an eye.
No.
All right. Now, because of social media, the microwave, and everything like that, now people want to put the Most High into their own personal microwave. Well, no, you gonna die, but he ain't. So the process of how things are gonna be diligently searched out is gonna be heavenly, not carnal.
Yeah. That's how we know what time we're living in.
That's right.
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
There you go.
There was a process for the ICBMs to be created.
Yep.
There was a process for us to even come over here on a cargo slave ship and serve.
And be joined together with the other tribes.
Boom, there's a process for us to be awakened.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
There's a process for this whole MOTD system to be formulated, created, and implemented.
And this infrastructure is already in place.
There you go. Right. So now we're starting to see these things that 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, is mentioning, and also you can read about it in, Luke 17, Matthew 24, different places.
Yep.
You got to change.
And that brings fear to the Lord. All right. When the scriptures say the new song,
Yeah.
The new song is started by, look, fear, Yahweh Bashar, judgment is coming.
That's it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Babylon is going to fall through that new song. So your leader should be warning you
About these things.
of these things that are happening and showing you, look, our Lord said this through this prophet.
Yeah.
We take the attention off of us. We don't need to be praised.
No.
Praise Yahweh
That's it.
God, because we don't deserve this.
Right.
But to be able to, in these latter days, have a priesthood amongst you, because that's where Israel would have to go. When the scriptures say David sought the Lord on whether he should go to war, he was going to the priest.
Yeah.
Right. Who had the Urim and the Thummim.
Oh yeah.
That's where Israel will go to get guidance. But we're no longer under the priesthood of Aaron. So what does the scripture say in Peter? You're a peculiar people, a spiritual priesthood, offering up sacrifices that are acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
So now Israel has access to a priest,
right?
Day in and day night, day out.
Yep.
The videos going up. They have access to the direction the Most High wants you to be led in.
And now the reason why there's no prophecies that are being spoken right now, which even though they are, is because the prophecies have already been spoken, already been written. Now we're at the point where they're playing out, and the Lord is using the prophets to identify what they are, and that's the difference.
Discerning.
What it says, all the prophets prophesied unto Yahweh Shai
until John. Until John. Yep.
Until John.
Right, but that was talking about the coming of Yahweh Shai's man.
Yeah, and if you will receive it, you know, this is
when all of the prophets prophesied of Yahweh Shai's coming.
Right.
You read Isaiah, you read Micah. It all talked about Yahweh Shai coming. John the Baptist was the last one.
Isaiah.
Prophesied coming as a man.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about.
Yahweh, if you read Isaiah, man, Yahweh Shai is right there.
Oh yeah.
Like if you can't tell, that's why Yahweh Shai cursed them Pharisees out when he was on the earth.
Yep.
Because when you read
But see, there's
Isaiah,
other prophecies of him coming as an angelic force that haven't been fulfilled.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
What the Apocrypha?
Right.
Yep.
Second Ezra's, I believe, 13 chapter. It talks about him talking about the angelic force. But then, when you go on Isaiah, it was prophesying. Listen, you got to know the scriptures. You got to understand the scriptures, man. It talked about his birth, you know what I mean?
That was all prophesied. The law and the prophets spoke of him.
But them wicked Pharisees, no, let me explain something to y'all. Them dudes knew Yahweh Shai was the dude.
Oh yeah.
That's why he cursed them out.
Oh yeah.
Because remember the scripture when Yahweh Shai came and he started his ministry, they said, well, if we believe on him, the Romans will come and take away all that we have.
There you go. That's it. And then you know what else proves that too, Apostle? When Pontius Pilate was questioning the wicked Pharisees and them, and he's going back and forth with Yahweh Shai and them, what did he say? He said, I don't find no fault in this man. He said, but he perceived that for envy they delivered him over. They said, no, out of me talking to them and me talking to this man here, the wisdom that's coming from this man, it's like out of this world. So I see why they don't like him. I see why they're trying to get rid of him. You know? So they knew that was a Messiah. They wasn't stupid.
So those are the same guys back in the reincarnation, bro. You understand?
Yep.
So everything I bring out, that's why sometimes I do my videos. It may seem repetitious, but I don't give a fuck.
That's all right.
I'm just gonna keep pushing the same thing, man.
Hey, how many times the Lord said he delivered us out of Egypt? And he kept repeating it over and over, and just in the first 5 books.
That's in the scriptures of repetition.
That's it.
Every time you read the Bible, it say the same thing.
Yeah. Just different ways.
The thing that has been is that which shall be.
Success is repetition.
Which is done is that which
shall be done. There is no new thing under the sun.
There we go, man. So you know what? That's why Satan is fucking with us, man.
Yeah.
And I know, man, I know something in the spirit, man. Satan is fucking with all of us in different ways.
Oh, yeah.
No, the same way. But this, he might come differently than me. He might come at you, but
he coming.
He's coming. But he's coming up here. And he's coming physically too.
He's definitely an op.
But that's why, hey brother, like the Bible said, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might.
That's right. That's right.
Well, it's just like these fighters when they get into a fight, they do the pre-fight interviews, And they say you never go into a fight 100%. You know, you gonna come into that fight with some niggles, as they say, from training, from working, from toiling, from preparation, from getting yourself ready for the fight. Man. You're not gonna come into the fight fresh, right? That's why you got to know how to play injured.
Right.
You got to know how to stay in the game with things that are happening to you, you know, mentally, spiritually, and physically.
You gotta have endurance.
You understand?
And the greatest example of that is Jacob when his thigh was out of joint.
He went into warrior mode.
He fought injured.
Yeah.
He fought for the blessing. And you can take that thigh out of joint and apply it to something that's going on in your life, a thorn you got.
Yeah. Thorn in the flesh.
Because that puts you at a disadvantage to go forward.
Yeah.
You need your thigh, you know, he's wrestling, he's grappling.
That's right. That's where the champion come out. That's where the best fights you see, you know, like, you know, I'll use Floyd Mayweather. One of his best fights he had 2 fights that I remember that I really enjoyed. It was when he fought Cotto, when he was a little sick and he got his nose busted early and he was bleeding out, so he had to bite down. And then there was one where he fought Chop Chop Corley, and he had to figure out Chop Chop Corley, because Chop Chop was busting this shit up early.
Hit swing, nigga hit hard, like a slave.
And then after that, he paid him to be a sparring partner for the rest of his life from that fight, man. But the point is, you got to know how to bite down in this truth too, right?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna get hit in the mouth. You're gonna be bleeding sometimes. You're gonna go through things.
You gotta have a chin.
Hey, you think all them warriors that went to battle, they was always 100%?
Never.
You know? Just because it ain't written, it mean it ain't happen. Now go ahead.
No, they say certain warriors, they have battle scars, and they say it adds character.
Yeah.
You know, when you get those scars, it adds character to you.
Yeah.
You take it, man. You know.
And also too, how much more dealing with your how about you now shy?
Yes, sir.
Because if he's for you, who could be against you? So you got to think about you dealing with a power that's outside of this world. So if he's walking with you, then there's no excuse but to push through, because you're not pushing through by yourself, within yourself.
Right.
It's the spirit of the Lord in you that's pushing you through.
That's it.
You got to believe on Him.
That's it. Hey, that's the inspiration. Because if it was up to us, we wouldn't make it. So it's like what gives you the drive and the determination to keep going when you're in this fucked up situation? You know you got all this shit going through your head. You got these ailments going on. You know you feeling depressed. You tired. You worn the fuck out. You know, broken down. What gives you that inspiration to keep fighting? It's the Lord. How about Shem Shai?
You didn't look, man. You done lost comrades.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You done lost comrades.
Family members.
Family members.
Jobs.
Brothers, no, but I'm talking like, family members, people you love.
Yeah.
But like, brothers in the truth.
Yep.
You done lost comrades. When I say comrades, I'm talking about brothers in the truth. Brothers in this truth that you were close with, that you loved.
Yep.
Some of them being your elders and men that you grew up with.
Yeah.
Men that raised you up. And those men pass on, and other brothers and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? That shit, man, it's a hard thing to deal with, man. But you gotta, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the position of damn.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta fucking, I don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah, never thought you would be in that position.
never thought you'd be in that position, man. You know, it was always like, okay, well, you know.
Always had the elders.
The elders
holding
was
it
there,
down,
man.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? For us, like, King My Shot and
Yep.
top 7, 8, 8, that, we just follow them. They lead.
Yeah.
Man, never thought we'd be in no position where we gotta fucking lead, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Somebody got right quick.
You dig? You got it, brother.
Yeah, y'all dig?
Right. Jeremiah chapter 9, I read verse 23 and 24. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this.
Let's go.
That he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth For in these things I delight, said Yahweh Shemashah.
That's how we know we're not going to be saved by economic salvation.
Right.
We're not going to be saved by political salvation, wisdom. We're not going to be saved by gathering together the greatest mighty men of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American for a rebellion. Okay? It's going to be a spiritual revolution.
Oh yeah.
A revolution of us repenting and turning back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and glorifying his name that's going to get us out of here, man.
Right. That's why it says, "Be not ignorant of what the will of the Lord is," or something like that in Ephesians. What is it? The 5th chapter. Yeah. You know, if somebody could get that, but you were gonna say something.
No, kind of. See, the main point of the Spirit is that day in and day out, we got to tap back into and make sure we're tapping into Go ahead.
You got it, man.
No, I'm going to be part of what you're doing.
Okay, well, you can listen. We're teaching right now. So
the main
listen.
point is this. Just to know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is special.
There we go.
Right, no matter what's going on,
You too old.
just knowing Yahweh.
Yeah, man. Come on now, behave yourself.
It just says.
Yeah.
Fucked your life up.
What are you talking
It's all
about?
right. Anyway,
I'm just curious.
The end of the
point
world.
is this: knowing Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is special.
Yep.
So if you settle in that thought, that helps you really be close to the Lord, right there. No matter what's going on in your life, the fact that you know, it's a glory in that you know me. The fact that I'm even dealing with your ass in the first place. Do you know who I am?
If you know him, you believe in the resurrection.
Right, talking to
Tied
the
to the
whole
faith
group.
of Abraham.
I'm
Right.
just trying.
You
Right.
Go on and deal with this. Go on and
believe
engage
I'm
Satan.
asking you, are you the one that's...
Do not even engage Satan.
Right.
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 Somebody
It gives power.
I want to be a part of this.
No,
You can't be.
Your husband didn't want you. Nobody wants you, baby. Just leave.
Nobody wants me.
No, the
No.
sick men have ruined
The devil wants you.
Yeah. Okay, just be quiet. You're in the position you're in.
I
because
want
women
to
are
be
supposed-
because I
well-
can talk. I have the power to
See?
speak.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
yes, yes, I want to.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, you know back
And
in
unless you have no other eyes, none.
You just want
Back in
attention.
slavery days,
I
white
don't
women
want
like
you to
you,
fucking matter
white
of
women
it.
like you in slavery days used to say, that guy whistled at me. This guy looked at
Yeah,
me.
that's
And
her.
you know what? You
She
know what
back.
white men used to do? They used to hang us off trees.
I understand that. I hate that. I would love
No,
to
you
be
don't. No,
outside.
you
don't respect that.
don't. That's why you're here.
Don't Black Lives Matter?
Yes, they do.
Then why you
No, they
fucking with us
don't.
black
No,
lives?
they don't.
Because I want you to live.
Then why
No,
fucking
you
with us?
don't. You're here.
Before you came, now you killing
You are here to cause chaos.
Just like those white
You're here to cause chaos.
Anyway,
Yeah, 'cause you want the cops to come fuck with us. That's why you're
I
here.
don't want any cops
They probably
coming.
sent you here.
look, we're going to keep doing what we were doing, though.
Do the work.
It's not all about you. Go ahead.
Fuck you.
Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 24. But let him that glory in this, that he understand and know of me, that I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness
That
in the
means
earth.
you fear the Lord. You fear the Lord. See, when you know the Lord, you fear the Lord. And when you fear the Lord, the decisions you make on earth lead to life.
That's right.
Somebody get
There's
James
a lot
4
of
and
people
7.
that are calling themselves Israelites.
No,
When
no,
this
no,
thing
we don't want to
comes
shake
down,
your hand. Get
They're
the
not
fuck
going to have
on
the fear
out.
of the Lord. They're not going to have the Spirit.
Watch her.
They're not going to be a place,
And
the
we
holy
got you
place
on
in that
camera.
time. The Lord ain't going to dwell over them.
Jeremiah 4 and 7. I mean, sorry, James 4 and 7. Somebody get James 4 and 7. Yeah, but let's go to James. Let's go to James. Go to James.
James 4 and 7.
Yeah.
Just go to James. Somebody get James.
We got you on camera.
Come on, come
All
on.
the crazy shit you
Love
doing.
the Lord with all your
Verse
heart.
7. Submit yourselves therefore
This
to
is
the
the
Most
devil,
High.
brothers. This is the devil. This
Resist
Satan
the
right
devil,
here, see?
and he will flee from you.
Read it again.
Fight the devil.
Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Read it again.
Satan is not going to
Resist
win.
yourselves therefore to the Most. Submit
We on
yourselves therefore
camera.
to the Most
Yeah.
High.
So whatever crazy
Resist
shit
the
she
devil,
do, we're going to call the
and
cops
he
and
will
press
flee
charges
from you.
on
Right,
her.
and you know these spirits know who we are.
Yeah.
They knew who Yahweh Shai
That's
when he
right.
came amongst certain people with wicked spirit. The spirit in them
I want her to do
knew
something
that
stupid.
that was him.
We
Right?
gonna
And they
call
would
the
say,
cops.
"Is your time? Are you coming to
Fucking
torment us
wrong
before our
dudes.
time?"
We're
Because they know they're subject to him.
Fucking
Yeah.
But they're like, "Nigga, let us have our fun.
Right.
Let us do our thing. We know you're gonna rule Yahweh Shai, but let us do what we do."
Rough ass
That's them spirits.
Hey, they asked Yahweh Shai
This
for
woke,
permission to go into the
liberal
kids, and it was
Kamala
2,000
Harris
kids.
community, man.
Oh, yeah. Kamala Harris is gone.
Kamala Harris gone. Trump is in office.
We up here. and minding our business.
No, but I'm down with Trump. I'm down with Trump.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what America did to the
manhood.
Native Americans. They did exactly what she's doing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what the white man did. He just came.
This is one of them liberal woke
came and occupied
right here.
all in the video.
All up in the video.
This nigga is all in the video.
up in the video.
This is the personification of all in the video, right?
Right. All up on the TV.
First Peter chapter 5 verse
We gonna
8.
call the police.
Be sober.
I'm
Be
serious.
vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil.
Hold up. Don't you know that there's a law that if you disturb a public preaching, so we can get somebody pull up that law and we might call the police on this nigga. Go ahead.
Be sober. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he/she may devour.
Right. And Satan's mad. At the end of the day, it's time up for wicked people.
Yeah,
degenerate, wicked, rude people.
Yeah, just come up.
This is pride. This is
a
pride
woman being rude like this.
In the midst of you talking, you come up and just interrupt.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to stand in between. It's a rude, demonic behavior. It's actually very childish.
Yeah, but then these are the people on the internet with Bible quotes, talking about what God thinks, and, at the seat of morality.
Right.
On the internet, these are the top niggas. But they'll come and do this in their daily
Get
life.
the fuck out of here, man.
Yep. He got the law. He got the law.
You ain't welcome there.
1 Peter 5 and 9.
Spirit is cold.
Whom resist steadfast in the faith,
Right.
knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
Hey, I think this would be a
His word
good.
is coming out, man.
Con.
Mad because his word coming out.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Well, we're not here to placate these demons.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying, you know.
Free
yeah,
speech.
that's
damn
what I'm
it.
saying. They get late,
Yeah.
the demons come out.
The freaks come out at night. You know what I mean?
Free speech.
Yeah. Hey, Yashwamba. We could probably start getting ready to wrapping it up, cause you know the freaks come out at night,
Yeah,
brother.
it's late. That's why I told you, brothers. You brothers don't gotta be out here late at night no more with this shit. We did that already for y'all. We did that already. Like for real, man. We did that for y'all. Now we get out here, hit the word, and start rap. The Lord is drawing the spirit back.
Yep.
So that now we get to a point when we get out here. We've been out here for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Just get out of here, because then we got to deal with
Get in and
shit.
get out.
That's it.
Yep, the Lord is getting ready to take his prophets off of the street. This word ain't gonna be out here forever. Right. You know, so
Hold on, brother. Shemai, brother.
pretty much the spirit said what it needed to say.
That's it.
There you go. Finish it off with that.
Job 2 and 1, it says, again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And
So
that's the
Satan
example that we
always
see.
He's always
It happens
wiggling
every
around.
time.
Doing
Satan's job, the people that got the spirit of
Wiggling.
Satan on them,
Yeah.
they're wigglers. There's always wiggling around, fucking in position to fuck with you and in position to make, you know, Satan looks for nigga moments. Satan is looking for where people are right. He try to put demonic spirit. He's just always doing something, man. And that was a personification of Satan.
Man.
See, you hear that?
There you go.
Wow.
That was Satan. Yeah.
You see that? The hyenas. I had a few. See, that's why it's spiritual, man. We did the work. We
That's
did
it.
out.
Yep, go ahead. Just finish it off. with
Ephesians
that.
5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time.
Because these are different times, brothers. This ain't the 80s, this ain't the 90s, ain't the 70s. This is 2025. It's a spiritual war out here. These people got spirits on them. Man.
Oh, come
It's a different time. You got to be very
Get
wise
out
about how
of
you
here,
move
you know
in
what I
this
mean?
world.
Yeah,
Be
God.
wise about who you allow in your life.
Yep.
What you say to people, how you conduct yourself in this world. Pretty much, you just get in and get out. All right. You handle your business. Do what you got to do. We'll get back home. All this extra talking, meeting new people. Look, hey man, look. Yeah. Fuck all that shit.
All up on the video.
All in the video, like that.
All up on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, man, somebody trying to force their way in your life. I'm sorry, man. I'm not talking to people.
Yeah.
You have to actually do that.
Yeah, but what about you said it right? Yeah, man. She was hurt.
Yeah. Women giving me their number. I don't call. You never call. I'm not calling you. I'm not gonna get into this daily routine
No,
of your ass every morning.
No, but yeah,
I'm a
well,
psychiatrist.
No, that was.
Good. Hello.
Yes, you was about. Yes, you was about.
I know.
You know what that was? That was no Mama from the Train. You ever saw that movie?
Yeah.
And you told her when she was hurt, you said, look, when your husband didn't want you,
Nobody wanted her.
nobody wants you up here, right? She was mad because that shit, like
You pinpointed.
what you said, you touched the nerve.
Hell yeah. Struck a nerve. Struck a nerve.
That bitch probably
Like Satan kept the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Got a bottomless cigarette.
Let's finish that out.
Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
That's right.
Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is.
Boom.
Okay?
You never know. Boom.
Gotta stay in the spirit, man. We're in the time of discernment for the brothers and the time of destruction for our enemies.
That's right.
Make a thing, how about
Man,
Yeah,
give
Hashem,
all
Hashem.
praise to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom to the elect.
Hey, but now